Hello and welcome to the Inglorious Bards. I am your mellifluous Game Master Tom, and this is Adventure 74. We are super excited to be coming to you live on twitch.tv/IngloriousBards every Tuesday, 6:30. We're on time. Love it. Super excited to have you with us. We've also had some folks join us on our Patreon as well as our Discord and joining the community there. We always love to have you folks join us. Drop by ingloriousbards.com, click on the link, say hi, and tell us what you think. We love hearing from you if it's good.
Let's keep your thoughts to yourself.
Yeah. Today we have in studio, we have, as always, Lauren, Christopher, Alan, Chris, Jeremy, and our technician, Derek, keeping things running in the background. We are also joined by a guest player today, Jocelyn, a.k.a. Casey Cat, on our forums. So welcome, Jocelyn, today. We'll see what happens as things got pretty interesting. We had some pretty big reveals at the end. And some, I don't know, kind of bit of an interesting little quagmire of what the heroes will do next. I think we'll just dive into a recap of what happened last time right away with Jeremy.
We didn't get eaten, but we should have. We start this adventure literally face to face with an ancient red dragon who completely surrounded us in a wall of fire that absolutely no one could dispel, and identified himself as the mighty Shale. It did so not in a friendly introduction, but in a demanding question of who interrupted him and disturbed his slumber and his rest. Galen rolled the best roll you could possibly get to have a conversation and not die with Galen, who he immediately identified as the rune holder, I believe, rune keeper, because it was a dragon slaying rune. So that was a big deal. Jericho did not roll as well, absolutely got chomped and nearly died. Vessel did his best to keep him alive, while Shale was basically berating us for being in his house and telling us to get out as soon as possible. The only way we survived was by agreeing to stop the other dragons from destroying Varen. Easy, right? That's not so hard. However, we were informed that if in fact we failed, that would be the end of us, that Shale would leave his home to make sure that we were promptly dead for being liars. So it's fine. We made our way back up to the top, where Ansgar and Vessel had a short debate on whether or not they were going to tell the truth about what we saw, and decided to say, there's no more threats here, we're good, you guys can all go. And we were about to head on our way down to the next part of our mission to find out where the key is located using the crystalline bell. But we still had the matter of Stevel, who was still hanging on, despite the fact that he had been thawing from the ice that Rook had frozen him in, was convinced that he was supposed to come with us. Ansgar, in I was going to say fit of rage, but it wasn't rage at all. He was just really disciplining this child to tell him that you don't, completely narc out everyone that you're trying to be a part of in this party, and destroyed his broom so he couldn't follow us. Stevel got really upset about it. That was his very special broom, and he cast a force barrage at Ansgar in fury, to which Zaldor reflected the spell, so that, again, as part of this discipline action. What Zaldor didn't expect is that by reflecting the spell, he flat out killed Stevel, like dead.
Gibbed.
It just completely got him, and that sent Galen into a barbarian frenzy, who was absolutely just beside himself with the fact that we had killed an innocent. And so he started attacking Zaldor. Jericho threw himself in Zaldor's way, and Galen struck Jericho down. That didn't stop him because he still didn't hit Zaldor, so he kept going and kept trying to attack Zaldor to, again, like Ansgar was doing, like Zaldor was doing, administer punishments, because there was a consequence to be paid. It turned into a rocky conversation that didn't end in blood, thankfully, and they decided to continue to sail together and acknowledge that they need to be careful of their actions at all states. Jericho also had a conversation with Galen about the power that he has and the way that he sees the world, and actually threw Galen into a pocket dimension for a hot second to show him what he's kind of capable of, if they felt there was a need to perhaps trap Zeldor, that if this ever happened again, or something to that effect. We then kept flying. We worked our way down south, and we followed the bell in the directions it gave us to get to wherever the key was located. It took us to a forest. There was a large clearing in a forest, like a full diameter clearing, like a 300-foot perfect circle, at which point we landed the wake inside of it and found that there was a faun, like a satyr character, and a cyclops playing a game at a nearby stone table. The game was called Knobs. It doesn't matter. They were eating gross things, but they did let us know as we had a conversation with them that there was a place to be found. We were hunting down where this key might be, and one mentioned it was in the quarry where the Cyclops lived. The other, the faun, mentioned that it was in the garden house, and so we decided to follow the faun to the garden house. At which point we got close to it, and they said that we don't go in there anymore. You guys are on your own. People die. And we got to a place that did not look like a place where people had been dead or killed. It was a lovely little garden house. Had a statue out front of some sort of a rogue fighting with knives and a couple of cats. And when we knocked on the door, we found that the patron of the house was home, and it was a small character named Xander the Gnome. And Xander, we learned, was the Xander of legend, of before, this hero who have defeated Scourgeonar way many years ago, and now has no powers. And in fact, those statues up front were actually his family. That was his wife, Palik, and his two cats. And the reason that she was a stone statue was because Sharemordren had been led here earlier by that same faun to take something from Xander. And he took not just Palik, not just Xander's powers, but Xander then showed us where the key was. And he took us, using a teleportation scroll, to a rooftop that had a floating door over one of the edges of it in town of Mirskan that he called the Nexus, and said, this is the key. This is the room that he took us to, and there is absolutely no way to get in. Everyone kind of gave up on it, and Xander tried to leave, with the exception of Ansgar, who thinks he might have an idea. And that, my friends, is where the adventure begins.
The bronze-skinned demigod Sharemordren finishes writing in a book in the comfort of the study of the Nexus. Dark paneled wood lines all around, huge desk where he works with his special quill. He closes the book, rises up, holsters his big chrome pistol, and the tall, human-like figure rises up, grabs two books in particular, one labeled My Betrayers, another one that labeled The Six, and walks down into a small conservatory adjacent to the Nexus study. Here in this conservatory, there are windows. It's a medium-sized room of length, and windows on all sides and curved at the far end, where you can see out for miles into the cold gray ocean that surrounds this place known as the Nexus. From this view, he can see that he is high up. The Nexus and study are on top of a peak of rock, and way down below, gray waves crash into this pinnacle of stone. In the middle of this conservatory is a podium with several books that hang from chains on the side, and he grabs a custom book from the side, places it on the podium, and starts to read. As he reads in his mind the description that is evoked within the pages, the world around him grows dark and fades, and he finds himself at that location. Standing next to another similar looking pedestal or plinth, obelisk, small, maybe 4 or 5 feet tall, he appears. He still has his 2 books in hand and looks around and sees himself in a meeting chamber of some sort that we have seen once before in our campaign. He walks across the room to the table where he sees there are 2 people dead on the floor, cloaked ladies that are bleeding with shards of ice sticking out of their back of their necks. And standing on the other side of the table is a wide-brimmed hat bounty hunter by the name of Rook. Sharemordren stops at the other end of the table, kind of getting this Empire Strikes Back Vader Han Solo visual is what I'm getting there. And he puts the 2 books down and says, "Do you have something for me?" And Rook says, "I do. I have found what you asked. I found those you asked me to seek, and I bring back mementos per your request." And he holds out a small piece of a cloth folded over within our locks of your hair, and he slides it over. "And my payment in return?" Sharemordren reaches into a small pouch that he has at his sides and takes out 2 spheres, bright blue, glowing, swirling, cloudy magic inside and wrapped around in some bronze framing. And he puts them on the table and then rolls them across the long table to the shocked look of the bounty hunter. And as they get close, Rook grabs them and then carefully puts them within his cloak. Sharemordren looks at the cloth, opens it up, seeing all your different little hair samples that he has. "This will do well. I have a new story I will be crafting for them, but I need you as backup to end them if anything doesn't work with your mementos." Rook says, "That will not be possible. I am not available for hire at this time." Sharemordren frustratedly grabs at his revolver and grabs it by the handle and then stops, looks at the hair samples before him, and then motions Rook to disappear, which he does. With a wave of his hand, Rook literally turns invisible and steps over the 2 cultists of Sharemordren who he has no affinity for, and fades away as far as anyone in that room is concerned. Our heroes are in the city of Mirskan in the world of Varen on the west coast. You were atop a boarding house, a 3-story boarding house where you had the door to the quiet room, aka the Nexus, that the crystalline bell was showing you, with no means to get in. Xander has taken a scroll out to return back to his house, even though some of you are still trying to talk and work something out, and he can't quite get it to work, so he's been spending the last few minutes walking down the floor, trying to do it somewhere in that house. No, not quite working, going down outside.
It's almost, it's like if I could get it just in the right lights, I could be able to read the last words. It's a little smudged. I'm just going to go over.
Going down different streets. Galen at one time has to grab him and pull him out of the way of a wagon going by. He's so focused on trying to get this scroll.
It says northwest. It says northwest right here.
After some time, he almost is able to get the spell to trigger. He thinks he's getting close to where he needs this to work. You can tell magic is no longer his strong suit, and he finds himself trying to get just the right spot. The group is in a plaza in the center of the city. You can see there is a little park area where he is going over and kind of standing, almost like a fountain with trees and stuff, but no fountain there, but a wide area. Overlooking this is a massive church to the goddess Solene that looks over this huge plaza. There's people coming and going, children playing, all that kind of stuff going on. There are also some statues that line up around this little raised platform that Xander then stops. And his intent of trying to get back home, he stops for a bit as he sees these statues with a plaque that is faded after 20 plus years that read the Heroes of Varen. And it's a statue of a druid beside a wolf, a statue of a catfolk monk, of a swashbuckling Yosoki, of a dwarven cleric, of a gnome who looks just like Xander, and finally his beloved wife, Palik, who he stares at in stone for the second time this day, distracted for the moment.
You okay, little guy?
Oh, yeah, it's lot of memories right here. I haven't seen this thing in long time, and I haven't seen any of these faces in even longer. I used to be able to help. I used to be able to be really helpful. I used to be a hero. I used to be able to make scrolls work.
As he says and talks about this somber stuff, it's you mark how there are kids literally playing and climbing over these statues. They don't really understand what these champions were or who they were. Life has moved on here in Mirskan. Jericho, you're able to keep some of them entertained with some songs and have some of the kids dancing around and playing with you while Xander's still trying to figure himself out.
Xander, you must have done something pretty remarkable for them to put up a statue of you and others.
Felt like it at the time. Yes. It was a lot. We, as far as we could see, made life still possible. We kept Elistel at bay and didn't let the undead take over the world. So, yeah, it was a lot. It was pretty strong. And it was exhausting, and it took a lot of life, and it took a lot of our lives to be able to get there. I thought we were done. I thought it was over. I thought that was the threat. How can it get worse than death, right? Turns out, the longer you live, the more you learn. It's not always a good lesson.
Jericho, make a performance roll for the local youths.
43.
Dear Lord. They've maybe heard like a nice 12 or 13 at certain celebrations. They have never heard music like this. They are enthralled, and you're able to distract them and get them from playing on these important statues to Xander, and the kids are excited. Do you have any coins, any copper, or do you just have massive platinum kind of a thing?
Throws platinum bars around.
A little for you, a couple for Timmy.
I have a little bit of everything.
All right, you give a couple copper, give like a 4 or 5 copper, and the kids are happy and distracted, but you actually, if you want, I'm not going to say if you want, you've drawn even a larger crowd because it is absolutely amazing music. Can you just briefly describe what makes this song particularly amazing, Alan, that you've drawn such a crowd with a freaking 40 plus?
Yeah, it's the first ever playing of Baby Shark. Yeah.
Right here, you heard it here first, folks. Fantastic.
It's oddly compelling. I can't get it out of my head.
Can I? It's not something I do very much. But if I could ask you a favor, I'm gonna get you back. I promise. I can get the scroll to work. It's just one other angle piece. But when I know you're convinced that you're gonna get into the Nexus, even though it's impossible, and you're gonna try anyway because that's what we did. If you find him, if you encounter Sharemordren, look for his green crystal
That's how he stopped Bleak. That's how he turned her to stone. He had a green crystal, and I think that's also how he took my powers. And if you can, it would be amazing if you could get that back so that I could have her back. And if my powers come back too, cool. Like, that'd be nice, but that's not nearly as important as she is.
We'll definitely look for the green crystal, but we just assumed Sharemordren's powers were these silver threads that have been changing reality around us. Did he ever show that power to you?
No. He just wanted the key. And we fought him as much as we could, and he used his gun, which wasn't a problem for us, and then he pulled this thing out of nowhere, and I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen what it could do. But I know I'll never forget it. And if you can get that back, that would be great. And if you can't, I understand, and I appreciate if you just try.
This crystal alone took your power and transformed your wife?
I saw him use it. Palik jumped in front of me. And that's when she was turned, and I felt... I felt like I was dying, and I knew it was because it was her. But then I also couldn't get her back. I couldn't undo anything. I couldn't stop anything. And it's all been gone since.
You were the target. She was not.
Correct. I had the key. And I wouldn't give it to him. But I'm repeating myself. Everyone stand right here. Right here. You, here. I need you all stand on this spot. You just hold on to each other.
I think we can all get in this space.
Just hold,
Xander.
give each other a hug.
Jericho,
All the children are...
you play the trumpets, your main instrument
I have a
now?
horn, yeah.
Your horn is briefly snatched by some redheaded kid who blows a note on it. You snatch it back, and he says, "Are you a bard? Can you do magic? Do magic! Do magic!"
So I do a level 8 Inner Radiance Torrent into his hand. Just while looking at Galen.
When one child's not enough.
There's the crowd of 20, 30 even adults are like, "Oh, he can do magic. He's an illusionist." And they're waiting for you to do something.
Then I hear the call to go join over there. So I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And disappear.
Okay.
And then go run over to the circle.
All right.
How very Bilbo Baggins of you.
You do so. Xander, you've got the group mostly together, and you're casting the spell, and make a spell casting roll, Xander.
Shit.
Okay. Flat roll. It's a 4.
Okay. It sputters out, and it's almost there. He just doesn't have the choke setting quite right. And you move them over 50 feet around this giant circular tree area, and then you try again. The crowd kind of confused what's going on. It causes a strange backfire, and any...
Maybe we should walk.
Any strange thaumaturge, what is it? Exploit vulnerability cannot be used for the next 5 minutes. Invisibility is immediately canceled. There's a little bit of haywire craziness going on.
Will everyone just stop using magic around me, please? It's a very complicated spell.
Perhaps you should stop using magic for a little while.
If you think you're so good, you read it.
Well, I can't read scrolls. Yeah, Galen will take the scroll and try to suss it out.
All right. Galen, you reach for the scroll.
Just an angry Xander peering over. Not so easy, is
If
it?
only Zaldor were here.
Uncharacteristically quiet.
Galen, you reach for the scroll, but then stop and immediately draw your sword as you feel something is incredibly supernaturally wrong.
Whoa.
You look around
Head on a swivel.
and you can see surrounding and closing in from all directions is a thick fog of glittery silver goodness closing in.
Don't lose sight of one another.
Can the rest of us see this?
You can now see it as well, yes.
Are we surrounded by this?
You're surrounded by it, yes. I would say Vessel, make a perception roll and make an occult -4 Galen roll. Same roll. Harder for Galen.
Planar lore roll?
I'm spending my hero point early. Rolled a 4. Rolled a 2. Awesome. I will fail.
36.
Okay. With a 36, you feel pretty confident you know what this is. But you're feeling pretty confident that there is a reaction, and you can feel, Galen, your earring starts to get a little warm in your ear, your Vedonite earring, and it starts to give a little bit of a wave of courage to you that you don't feel the sinking pit feeling you've had when you've been around this kind of silver thread reality shifting stuff as before.
The Vedonite is active.
Is it 360 degrees around us?
It is, yes. Yep.
Jericho immediately runs over and kind of grabs onto Hemlock's belt.
Okay. It is, as you grab onto Hemlock's belt, the cloud stuff starts passing over Zaldor. And Zaldor has his wire-framed glasses with Vedonite. And he kind of winces and tenses up, and nothing happens. A little bit of foggy visibility of silver stuff.
Oh, not entirely true. I think I peed a little bit.
Lord Ansgar has as a metal headband. Shalara seems completely unaffected as well. Any of the civilians and kids and all that, they seem oblivious and more like playing in a snow type of thing. Like, oh, what is this? They're batting at it.
They can see it.
But it doesn't seem to be affecting them at all. And then your worst nightmare ever, Jericho, on multiple levels happens, and he says, the little redhead, play magic, and he steals your Vedonite hair comb and runs around you, play magic, and you fall over trying to get it, and you realize you are doomed as this stuff is coming right towards you. You have near moments.
So the kid has run. Do I have eyesight on the kid?
You do, but go for it, Lauren.
As soon as Hemlock sees Jericho unprotected,
Time to kill a child.
without even thinking about it, he reaches up and pulls the ear cuff off and slaps it down onto Jericho's ear and holds it there and grabs him and
The fog is now
looks
closing
at
in
him
on
and
both of you.
says, "You can do this. You can protect them. Keep everyone safe, Jericho. They need you." And then he's holding on as tight as he can, but he starts to fade. He looks a little ill. And then he's gone.
What? Hang on. I'm writing this down. Galen slaps.
No, Hemlock.
No, Hemlock.
Oh, shit. Hemlock.
Jericho, you are laying there stunned as you feel the pressure of Hemlock's hands fade and his image fade, although the rest of your friends are still around, and as are the people around this little plaza.
Jericho just lets out kind of an ear-piercing scream. And as soon as that pressure's off, he's up and he's running, trying to find Hemlock and calling out his name.
A frantic Jericho, tears in his eyes, just running around and around, trying to get through this haze, finding Hemlock, but sees no sight of the gunslinger.
Ansgar is going to take the the hairpiece back from that child in the meantime.
He says,
How angrily?
Quite. With a not quite a scared to death look, but definitely some intimidation to hold the child in his space and just take it from him, glare at him, and turn around and walk away without saying anything.
oh, can you make an intimidation roll, please?
15 on the die plus 28, so
Galen,
53?
we're going to need to have another talk here. He has destroyed the child's mind in intimidation.
You should have a.
I don't care about their
You know how you can
minds.
with a melee attack, you can do a non-lethal damage. You should have a scared to death that's turned down to like scared to self-defecate.
right.
Right. Yeah, totally. As Hemlock disappears, Galen is going to be trying to figure out what happened. If he can sense like the magic that was applied to Hemlock, or just what was the effect that happened there.
You may make an occult roll with a ridiculous, and I love ridiculous DCs. Let's put it at a 39. That's not ridiculous. That's just very hard.
But with insurance.
Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet here. 26, 36, 46, 45.
Woo! Great. Your question was what?
What happened to Hemlock? What was the effect that pulled him out, just made him disappear?
You are confident that there was a change in reality, that Hemlock was never a part of this party is the intent, but all of you are resistant to it with the Vetonite.
So we remember Xander. Do you remember the fetchling gunslinger here, part of us, this party? He was with us the whole time. Lanky guy, kind of pale, guns, bang, bang.
I don't think I've ever been a fetchling. Those are, they're rare in Varen, even with all of the migration that had happened after the Sharemordren attack. Hang on. Well, I remember Jericho, of course. You're from Edlin Home, too. Don't deny it. I know the accent. Vessel. That's Ansgar. And
Hemlock.
there was a wizard.
Hemlock.
No, that's it. Just the 5.
In answer to your question, the wounds of reality grow deeper.
Well, I mean, if there was a 6th, that would explain why the scroll was having a problem, but obviously it's not it, because we got it to work.
I don't know where he's gone.
Means
But he's gone.
Sharemordren is likely modifying the world around us, which means he knows where we are, which means the mementos likely found their home. We should not tarry here too much longer.
We shouldn't have made that deal.
We'll need to get back to your place, Xander, and find refuge.
Well, I've been trying to read my scroll, but everyone's trying to do magic around me and messing up the reading that I have, and it's very, very delicate, and I got to do it just right. And so, okay, if you give me just a second, if you let me breathe just a little bit, maybe don't stand quite so close, maybe back up just a little bit more, and then I'm going to try this one more time, and then you can walk into the portal once I've done the teleportation scroll, because if you don't, then I'm going to have to do it again, and we're going to have to do it a second time, and if I don't do it a second time, I have to do it a third time, and after that, the whole thing falls apart.
bucket of water around? I could just
Galen
I've missed you.
Galen has handed the scroll to Zaldor and said, please just handle this.
Right. He's in quite a tizzy. Let's just do this for him.
It's
shall we?
immediately activated.
Everyone through.
Everyone everyone goes through the magic portal back to Xander's home, with Jericho last, maybe casting a final look back at the silvery cloud dissipating over a delighted crowd, looking with no sign of your friend to be seen.
He does not.
He does not.
He does not.
What does he do?
His eyes are forward.
Okay. Strike all that. His eyes are forward.
Scar spares one look for the child sitting in the puddle of his own urine.
I pee my pants because I want to.
It is still late morning on the wooden deck of the ship that rolls over the gentle waves of the sea. The privateer captain gets off of the wheel of the ship, walks past several crew, and puts a reassuring hand on the first mate, Hemlock, who is at the bow. And the captain says, Hemlock,
What? Yeah.
you look
Captain?
you look a little off today.
I'm so sorry. I've been here this whole time?
You've been standing there for a while.
What? I don't...
Are you all right?
I guess? I swear...
Is it those dreams
Have
again?
we been at port?
No, it's been a while since port.
I think... Yes, I must have been daydreaming, but my goodness. Like another life. Sorry, Captain. I don't know what came over me.
Well, let's get to it. We've got cargo to deliver and treasure to find.
Aye, Captain. And Hemlock rolls his shoulders back and cracks his neck and gets his sea legs back under him for a moment, and then gets to work on the ship like nothing ever happened.
Our heroes arrive back at Xander's house in the secluded woods, with the beautiful garden house with the statues of his loved ones frozen outside. And Xander and crew all arrive back safely. You see, as you collect yourselves and trying to reorient where you are all at, Xander, you see there is another person here. It is not the fawn. It is not the Cyclops, who you know in the area. It is someone else that you know. It is a young elven archer who is sitting bored at the steps of your door.
Xander immediately charges her. Rushing straight. You!
Hi, Xander.
Xander throws his arms out and wraps them around. I haven't seen you in forever. I'm getting so many visitors today.
It's been too long. She really tightly hugs you back.
And holds Xander off the ground as he is a full
Oh yeah, like
foot or
full
half
picks up.
smaller than you.
He knows a lot of people.
I thought he was a hermit.
I thought so too.
What does this elven archer look like?
She is kind of like 5'5", 5'6", has very kind of like really light brown, dark blonde hair that's back in like a simple braid down the back of her neck, wearing very simplistic clothes that would very easily kind of blend into nature. There's a lot of browns, a lot of greens, simple tunic underneath of some very light leather armor. She has a bow slung along kind of across her shoulder blades that has a couple of different runes to it, a quiver, and just kind of has her hood up that falls back a little bit, showing her elven ears and lineage and some of her hair as she embraces Xander and kind of picks him up in the hug.
Can I tell you a secret? I started a fire today.
You started a fire?
I know, it's been a minute.
It's been too long since you started a fire.
Well, I didn't do it myself. I had to use the rock.
But you still did it.
It started. I was going to make tea. I think I still have hot water if you want some.
Maybe next time. I do have important matters.
Is it to clean? Because I don't think it's been since the last time you were here that I cleaned it. It would be really helpful if you were here.
You never clean. You never have the space clean.
I never have to until you're here. So now that
So
you're here,
that's why you're excited I'm here. It all makes sense.
I mean, it's good to see you too. I'm always happy when you get to visit. It's good to have you here, but also
it's been since me and my dad were here last.
no, that was
It's been years.
that was a decade ago.
Just about.
Really?
Yeah, I've been off in the forest. I haven't been here since the last time him and I were together.
Wow, you haven't changed at all.
Elven ancestry. We live longer.
Have I changed?
No.
That's not true. That's very not true.
Still as young as last time.
Hi. These
The
are
whole retinue is standing right behind you.
I haven't introduced people, and this I just met them today. They're trying to get into the Nexus.
Oh, I'm Sabine. I'm the warden of the Taladian
Oh, so sorry.
Forest.
Sorry, this is Sabine. Sabine's a family friend of mine. She's practically a niece of mine. She is the daughter of one of those people you just saw in the statue. I think there's a lot of people in the statue. Idrisil has his own statue of the wardens. This is Idrisil's daughter. This is Sabine. Sabine, these are strangers. You can go ahead.
Okay. Want to meet the lady?
I do wish I met you under better terms. I come bearing a scroll from someone I believe you know, Kellyanne Varro. She'll reach into like a small rucksack and hold out a simple scroll case that has not been opened.
We were afraid she was dead. We were supposed to meet with her. She never showed.
Or abandoned.
You can't kill Kellyanne Varro. Believe me, I've tried. It did not go well.
That's true.
It's a really, really bad idea. She's incredibly powerful. I was good. I was very good. I was a very strong sorcerer. I had nothing on Kellyanne Varro. So if she only wants to die if she wants to die. That's never going to happen without her saying so.
Thank you. How long ago was it that you last saw Kelly in the row?
About 9 months.
Oh, it has been some time.
So maybe still dead, but
I was told if there was ever a time where it rained for 10 days to open a message, and the message told me to see Xanar and bring the scroll case to heroes that would be here.
Oh, I'll read it then.
I believe it is for us.
Oh.
And Ansgar will take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Maybe go see about that tea.
I'll make tea. I'm gonna go make tea.
You're still a hero in our eyes.
Sabine, apologies for our lack
Sabine
of
or
politeness.
Sabine.
Sabine. Vessel takes an arrow.
Don't question.
Apologies for our lack of politeness. We just lost a friend.
We are missing a friend.
Missing.
I'm very sorry.
I am Lord Ansgar. This is Jericho the Bard, the legendary Vessel.
Also known as Krunk.
Also, yes, amongst others. And Galen.
Pleased.
Pleased to meet you all.
And I'm Zaldor, Wizard of the
yes,
Seventh
and Zaldor,
Tower, Keeper
over
of the
here.
Wind Spheres over the Thousand Isles, Captain of the Wake, and
Can you help him make tea?
He runs out of the house, catching his breath, taking off a Xander wig real fast.
Ansgar will proceed to open and read the letter.
All right.
Did Ansgar introduce himself?
He did.
All right.
Ansgar, you open up the sealed scroll case that Sabine hands you, and it reads as follows. Hello, my friends. It has been just a few days since I have left you in Tabernary during the council meeting I called. There we discussed the situation with the dragon Balrock and his reign over Canabrin. The courage you showed in heading off to defeat the serpent is admirable and not unexpected. You truly are heroes to this kingdom and the world. A world that may never know your sacrifices. A world that may never thank you, but I do. You have likely met Sabine by now. Please be kind to her. She has done so much for Azamir, and she has lost so much. This brings me to this message. I have had an intense vision that worries me, that the world is going to take another dark turn, that Balrog is not the only dragon we need fear. My vision showed an ancient dragon with copper scales and great horns that was slaughtering the undead by the hundreds before laying waste to Shadowhall and Canabrin. If this vision is true, I cannot allow it to pass. I am leaving to investigate if the vision of this dragon is true. I am heading to the ruins of Arelica. It is there I believe I will find an artifact brought up from the sea long ago that will help me engage with these dragons and end this chaos before there is much bloodshed. I am leaving this message to you in case I do not return, which means if this message still exists and you are reading it, then something has gone wrong. I am in trouble, or worse. I have asked for you to help Navarre and Varen, and you have not let us down. But this time, I am asking for something more personal, for you to help me. I hope this message never finds its way into your hands. Find me. I need your help. Signed, Kalyan Vero.
That is a grim message.
Told you she was dead.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Sabine, how did you come across this message?
She gave it to me.
When?
9 months ago, the last time I saw her. She's been my mentor for a couple of years now.
Do you know where she went then, after she gave this message to you?
I do not. I'm assuming she told you
What
in
a
the
terrible
scroll.
mentor. I don't mean that. I'm sorry. It's my internal monologue coming out
It
sometimes.
is in the message where she intended to go.
Do we know where that location is?
The ruins of Arelica.
Presumably in Rascalon.
Relica. That's a
I would
familiar
say
title
in
to
the
me.
sea. It sounds like.
Zeldor's got academia lore.
Mm-hmm.
As one of the wizards of the 7th tower, of the 12 towers, truly, wizard of the 7th tower, would this be something he would have knowledge of? Arelica?
No, but you may make, if you want, if you have the skill, Zaldor, an esoteric lore or a bardic lore roll.
Ooh, I have elemental lore.
Then you're S out of luck, I think.
Is it related to the thing that I know? Like, okay.
Would
Can Galen search his memory
Yes.
What a dick.
You have esoteric lore.
for it? I do. I have esoteric lore. It's my highest skill, and I rolled a natural 1. So we're just going to go ahead and
how's that going for you?
pop that if
This-
anybody wants to
The
donate.
silvery clouds
So
are coming.
I did have one extra late night hero
Oh.
point.
Yeah.
So I will leave myself with
Use
one.
the bonus.
That's why
You're
I
not getting that
spent
back.
mine early, so I don't have to give
No
it away.
guilt.
So you don't have to say no.
I would
Yes.
if I could. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Thank you very much. I feel some good karma coming our way.
It was Xander who said that Kalyan
Yes!
Vero is unkillable.
It's a 5 for a total of 33.
All right. You have gleaned no information whatsoever from that name.
It's
There's
close.
a possible bardic lore source of information. Jericho.
That's 3 hero points down.
Natural 20.
He was just waiting
You
for
wanna
us
use a
to
hero
use
point?
up our hero points.
Let's get that done with.
Show you how it's done.
Yes. You know, where is my map
What's
of
the name of the
the
place
world?
again?
a relica.
Arelica.
Before Tom shares all this, I'll let you know that because of the events that just transpired, Jericho will know all this and will not be forthcoming sharing all of it. Because it's just that he hears the name, it rolls through his head, but his mind is elsewhere.
You have to beat it out of him.
You could try
Understood. Double checking.
One.
on himself.
The ruins of Arelica, you know, are... Sorry, let me get my map again. There we go. Are in the kingdom of Dakareth, which is in the northeast in the old Byzantine Empire. You, with a natural 20, know several major landmarks. It's just east of the major forest that's in there. You can find it, you think, with some difficulty on foot. Via air, you could find it very easily with lots of different landmarks. You also know that there was some sort of item that was recovered from some hero in the past that dealt with a magic cord or rope that was stored there long ago. And none of you else know any of this, as Jericho is grimly just nodding to himself.
Well,
I have nothing.
we have a conundrum. Our target is Sharemordren. The longer we wait to confront him, the more damage he does. But it also seems like, quite honestly, I don't know that we're ready to face him.
Vessel is examining the statue remains of Bleak.
Okay. You are doing so. I need, as you're doing that, I also need Galen to make another occultism roll, please.
Now, this is how you do it. You roll the die on the outside.
41?
With a 41, you get a sense of not immediate danger, not like a radioactivity, but just lingering traces of that.
Doom! Sorry. I'm just so used to it by now.
Lingering traces of that dark, corruptive, black and blue energied void corruption emanating from Sabine the Archer, as though she has been around it not too long ago.
Galen makes note of it, but doesn't take any immediate action.
That's what Edlin Homers do. We know stuff, but we don't share it.
You want a high five on that? I'm not telling.
I was also sent to offer aid in any way that I can in this time. As the Teladian forest has been overrun by creatures of the void. Many of the druids are no longer living or have become corrupt by it themselves.
That's the essence that I'm sensing off of you.
Yes, I've spent the last 4 months fighting against the spread.
Well,
Have you...
what of Azamir proper?
The wizards there have put up their own force fields and have offered no aid. We have been left to fend for ourselves as the corruption spreads.
That sounds like wizards.
Aye.
How do we get into the quiet place?
I realized. So, while we were talking about it, and when Xandar showed us the Nexus, it struck a memory. There's something I read. I knew it. I heard it about it as the Tower. It was created by a powerful wizard whose name, if he exists, not in the books. But it is the Nexus, the one and the same. And though it does require the key, there may be a group of planar merchants who may have some idea. If there are any that would know, it would be them. Though I can't speak to where this is, They live in a place called the market, in a grand bubble within the plane of water.
I know what all of those words individually mean.
Aye.
Didn't you all meet someone like that?
There was the merchant.
In the Iron Fortress. Didn't you set someone free?
Oh,
You set
did.
someone free
it's a thing I do from time to time.
in the Iron Fortress. In an Iron Fortress.
I recall he was a stowaway and a prisoner, and we allowed him to return to his plane. But I think we can contact him, right? Didn't we set up something where we could reach out and touch him when we needed to?
I do not think I was there.
He says, looking around at everybody else at the table.
I'm looking through my captain's journals, and yes, there was. We encountered Human, of course, who was one of the scavengers aboard the Iron Fortress. But inside the Iron Fortress, there was a prisoner. There was someone who was freed and called himself a particular name.
I just remember you guys telling me about him. That's all.
He indicated that he had an interesting tool. It was a large ring that we couldn't quite use comfortably, but when he was wielding it, he could activate all sorts of manners of...
Rex
That sounds
Rex
correct.
was his name. Yeah,
And also,
he was from the water plane.
it was some time ago, but you all told me a story of a planar merchant you have met before. This man known as, I believe, Meyer. You have some pins. I do not know if he is related to that, but some of you have done business with that man, if I remember.
If I could make these pins buzz again, I sure would. I don't even know how they work.
He checks it and turns it on. Oh,
It just needed a battery.
Threx told us at the time we set him free that he could help us break into hard places.
And that he lived in the Great Bubble,
Yeah.
inside the plane of water. In the future, if you need to get to somewhere impossible, I will get you there. That was his direct quote.
That seems to be the nexus at this point. But again, that goes back to the question I posed before. Are we ready to face Sharemordren?
Vessel is tapping about on the statue.
yes, you were investigating the Palik statue. She's in mid-attack, dagger in each hand, almost launching through the air, striking downwards.
Simeon, you're here to help. You can help me. Stand here.
She'll walk over and stand there.
Okay.
He gets opposite, putting the statue between
She's
him and her.
trusting.
Your heritage is what exactly?
I am elven, specifically seer elf.
Interesting.
I need your magic blood.
You are a bright soul. I can make use of that here.
In what manner?
Seeing if this is a living statue. Vessel will begin casting flesh to stone.
Okay. You may make a spellcasting roll. Spell
Stone to
attack.
flesh.
Oh no. I know what I said.
Yes. Stone to flesh. It's the other way around. I'm an
Sabine,
old
you have
robot.
joined
I'm
Buddy.
trying to remember how this goes.
He's gonna petrify you
Day one. I know what I said.
Spell attack roll, please.
Spell attack roll. How is this based
Your
off
DC
of?
minus
Just
10.
DC.
Your spell DC minus 10.
All right.
You don't make spell attacks often.
I don't.
Yeah, I have to ask every time.
Off of 36, 26, 38.
38. You are unsuccessful in unstoning things.
Because of my abilities, I have it's not called resolute faith. It is called. I have it here at the ready.
Virgin sacrifice?
No.
That's right. I
Clerics.
thought he was kind of.
Stay there, elf.
She's just kind of like rocking back and forth.
He's
Just like,
he's
I'm
like he's peering at the
Antar's mouth
statue
run from behind
as
him.
though he's using you as a lamplight to show through it, so you can see.
Spiritual anchor.
Have you ever kissed a dwarf? I can't use you. Can't use you now.
Fortunate relief.
Fortunate.
And the spelling question was actually called sound body, using the heal font that I have.
You can roll to counteract twice. Sound body. Adds the petrify. Okay, yeah, go. You make another roll.
No. 42?
42. 42 is going to be, unfortunately, the same info, but a better secondary roll. And what I mean by that is you realize that the spell is not turning Palik back to flesh as you had hoped. And that the spell is quite powerful, and you feel this energy reverberating back off of it, and the spell is coming back and trying to affect you now. You must now, what did you roll, a 43?
40, so a 26 is 43, yeah.
Okay, you must make a fortitude save. As the spell is bouncing off in your direction. Your DC is a 32 unless Sabine wants to try to physically get in the way and help a bit, putting her at risk, but even lowering your DC for that roll.
Yeah, Sabine would do that.
Okay. Sabine.
This looks familiar.
For someone you don't know.
I was going to counter spell, but I think Galen would kill me.
Sabine grabs you and starts to pull you away as quickly as you can. You feel almost drawn to the statue, and as she pulls and pulls, she lowers your DC to a 30, a fortitude 30, and you are unaffected by this spell.
Let's not make a Medusa's garden here, huh?
Do my best.
And before you roll, if you succeed, you're good. If you fail, you're going to be messed up for a while. If you roll a natural 1, you're gone. You're in Palik's.
And you have no hero points
You're in
to undo
Palik's
that.
No hero
spot.
All right, what do I have?
Boy,
I had to try and get rid of this somehow.
might see Gully again after all.
Here we go.
By the way, I forgot to tell you, please don't try any magic on the Bleak statue. It's really dangerous. And I know you guys want to help and all, but it's bad.
13 is the roll.
Uh-huh.
The fortitude, you said?
Yes.
That would make a 37.
37. You resist the effects, which is great. Sabine, you need to make a similar roll. Your DC is also 30. You were not the original target. A natural 1 will not doom you, though, so that's the only benefit.
Shit, could I charge getting her way?
We're locked in this perpetual dodge.
Fortitude?
Yes.
Dormammu.
31.
Okay, you feel like you are succumbing to being slowed and slowing down. You're a very fast archer, and you're able to resist that effect, resist that pull, and the two of you collapse on the grass outside Xander's front lawn, away from the statue.
I want to add one quick thing here, though. With my ability, if I if the effect were 2 ranks lower
Doesn't
and
matter.
still successful?
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
All right. Never mind.
Doesn't matter.
Figure out what you needed to?
It's a very powerful charm.
Yeah. She's been like that for a while.
Want to try again?
Think we should do that a different day. She'll kind of
Ansgar, stay.
Have you ever kissed a dwarf?
Not on your life. But as Galen was saying, there is the matter of Sharemordren, but we have also just been handed something of rather large import from Gallian Rural. The prophetess that she is, she knows what we are about, and here we are with this letter beseeching aid, something that I doubt she often actually asks for.
We're at a bit of an impasse, though. The ruins of Relica escapes us. Galen has no knowledge. It's nothing of the records I've heard of before. And we'd have to do a fair bit of research to attempt to locate it.
If it is in Rescalon like I would suspect, it is likely known to the dwarves in Shadow Hall.
Would Sabine have any knowledge of this, having worked with Kelly and Varro?
No, you have not heard of this place.
Okay.
It would be several days' flights, but we could head back towards Shadow Hall.
There is a large particular dragon threatening that area.
That is the problem.
Vessel, you also see Sabine tapping her leg impatiently a bunch and looking over at a stone platform in Xanar's backyard overgrown with grass.
Vessel moves to her. Is there a problem?
I mean, that's a way to get back to the Taladian forest. I've left what remains of the druids behind to handle the void corruption, and I worry of what will happen to them should I remain here much longer. But I was also told to find you and help in any way I could, but I trust Kelly and Varro, but everything is being torn in 2 directions.
We've seen a lot of that. You will have to make the decision for yourself.
I have to trust that Kelly and Varro sent me to you for a reason. She has not given me a reason not to believe in her.
Then I have one question for you. How many hit points do you have?
Waited this whole time to mark that down. Accepted.
201.
New user accepted.
You're accepted in the party. It would be privileged to have you.
I appreciate the welcome.
You can't have the role of first mate, I'm afraid. That one was already taken. However, we can find another sporting spot for you on the ship. I believe there's a squab that we haven't had yet, so we could use a squabby. And I will look up other terms that also work on boats.
You realize you don't, Zaldor, but Jeremy, do you realize how insane this sounds? Because there's no boat. She has no idea what you're talking about. It's just
We're in the middle of a very landlocked area.
It's like in the middle of the woods in the center of a
We're just
dry
like, we take
land.
off to the side. He's sunsetting.
I can do magic! You don't know! I've done all sorts of things!
I've seen many of my mother's friends do it. I know how to handle it.
Also, I have a hero point to hand out to Derek, who's going to receive a hero point.
Christopher.
Derek has chosen Christopher.
After hearing Sabine talk about that spot, we'll go over and investigate it. The other thing to mention about the Nexus is if we could somehow, once in, you can leave without the key
to some predetermined places. There's a number of them around Varen. You just cannot get back through that same method. And Ansgar's walking over there to try to figure out if that may be somehow tied in, knowing it's a magical portal.
Oh, okay.
If that only leads to presumably back to the Taladrian forest, or if they're, it could be utilized in some other method to, or somebody from the Nexus could come there.
Make a planner lore. That's come up a bunch.
30.
Give me a 34 and you're happy.
Yeah, 30. No, 31.
That you are not happy.
I thought I knew that. I don't know.
You approach this teleportation dais. It's a circle of stone, maybe 8 feet wide, with runes drawn in a circle. It's not used very often. It's overgrown with grass. Zaldor, you know that this is a teleportation circle that has certain destinations pre-baked into it. It takes quite a lot of effort to connect it to other ones. And it's just something that Xander has for whatever his purposes have been in the past. He did not use it. He used his crazy scrolls to get you towards the Nexus door.
This is good.
But that's what this is for. And you can also tell Zaldor it has been used recently as well.
Does this remind me of the teleportation stone that we used to get into Calavier when we were going after Bale Rock that last time we met with Callie and Vero?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, this is similar. We've used a one like this. This is not quite the same. It's not exact or immediately direct, at least not without particular bangles or keys, but it does in fact work, and I believe it's where Sabine came from.
Xander! Galen shouts out.
He was right behind you.
Sorry, didn't see you there.
I got tea's almost done. I don't really boil water very often. I've lost a lot of it.
It will be fine.
I put leaves in it.
Xander.
They're green.
Hey.
They're not the dead kind, but I could get yes.
Question.
Yes.
You told us you owned the Nexus?
Yes.
For a while?
Yes. I was the keeper of the Nexus.
Did you ever map it out? Do you know where all of the doors and exits throughout this land are?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. You're thinking of it too small. The Nexus does have many exits and uses. However, they're not directly physical. They're all teleportations using the books. The Nexus has several books, and I actually wrote several of them myself. When you identify a certain level of a location, you can use a quill. There's a very particular Nexus quill that allows you to carve out different teleportation spaces. It takes a while. You have to charge up the quill. You have to write it down. It's almost like an 8-hour process to get the whole thing done. But once you have it, it also lists the books themselves. So when you go into the books, you can find Northwest Varen. You can find Southeast Varen. You can find yourself in the Ironlands. There's all sorts of different places. I probably put together, I don't know, 30, maybe 40 different ones. This is one. This is one of the portals right here. This is the one that you use with the particular quill. This can get to a couple of different places. If you have the book inside the Nexus, then you can get to and from, in and out, no problem. No one even needs a specific key for that, as long as you have the actual connection to it, though a key really helps. I'll be honest. If you use the key inside the teleportation portal, it gets you right back to the book that you came from, and it's easy in and out. Which, by the way, is not a good idea, because Sharemordren also has that key, so he could go to any one of those places. This particular one, though, I could use this for a couple of different places right now if I needed to. Sabine, just use this one. That's how you got here, right? That was how she did it. So it can go to a couple of different places when you need it to, but that's how specifically how it's working. Was that your question?
It'll do.
You can use a book to gain access to the Nexus.
No. You can use the book in the Nexus when you read it on the teleportation dais. That's what I call it. It's mostly a conservatory, but when you place it on the dais and read from the book, it puts you in that location wherever you're reading about, and it lands you near one of the teleportation things. The first time I tried to
get back,
you use your key. And because you have the key, it connects you back to the Nexus and goes back. This is what I was trying to tell you before. If you don't have the Nexus key, you don't get into the Nexus.
And you said you had made keys for others?
Yes, and
Do
then
any
they
of
gave
these
them
other-
all back, and we destroyed them.
Oh, that was my next
So if you have a key and wish to take a friend back with you, do they still need a key?
No, they would be able to go with you. However, the first time in, it's easier if they go in through the entrance that I showed you, rather than teleporting through. It's almost always a reverse.
That
of what
may
it could
be
be.
easier, but with the dais it is possible then the other way.
Yes. So they're all written a little differently because of the use of the quill. This one, for example, does not go back to the Nexus, but it goes to a couple of other places. It goes to Azamir. Xander starts reading the dais and kind of looking around. He hasn't used it for a long time, but starts kind of reading the runes on it and says, okay, that one goes to, that goes to the Iron Lands. That's a rough one. You could get into, there's Town Square, but it doesn't really specify which town and how long ago that was, so I can't tell you which town you're in, but you'd get to a town square somewhere. There is, Vierick. Wow, I haven't been to Iberon in a long time. It goes to Vierick up in Iberon, and yeah, those are all the ones I see. At least the ones written in Chaloran. You don't read Chaloran, do you? Nobody reads Chaloran, just me.
Zaldor,
Who immediately gets grumpy. I want to read Chaloran.
you, does this have anything to do with the teleportation we experienced in the Chaloran Vault? Is this the same magic? Are these the same devices?
Simply put, no. The Chaloran magic was using the actual stars. It very likely was a teleportation style of magic. That's what we were able to identify. But the way it identified its locations had nothing to do with writing. Certainly didn't use a quill. It was all about the actual positioning of how the stars were aligned in the lands that we looked at. It may be a similar type of magic, but it's not nearly as old.
I'm hearing there's a high degree of certainty that I won't find myself in a Chaloran vault by using one of these circles.
Oh, that's the question.
I knew that.
It's like the default. No, I can't quite get you there. Let me just send you a vault real fast.
If the teleportation works in the way that Xander indicated, I would say that it only works for the locations written on it at the time the magic was created.
Thank you.
Sun is beginning to set. Do we have a decision on
We
this?
talked about him. We don't say it in front of him.
The other
They don't have nuclear codes. Just need one nuclear code and could use its...
The other option, though it may not be particularly viable, would be to seek that knowledge of where these ruins are at the Illuminae Academy. Though I do not know how welcomed we would be returning to them at this time. Yeah. Chateau Hall may be the easier of the two pathways.
So being a walk over to Jericho.
He's not close to where everyone else is. Kind of wandering the grounds a little bit.
Yeah, she kind of like walks over to catch up to you.
We have
They
to
always
friend
do that
fetch him
much?
over.
Do I always plan that much and go in circles?
They do.
Were you close with the friend you lost?
He was one of the last friends I had on this world.
I lost many friends too. I know how lonely it feels. I'm sorry.
They don't even talk about him now that he's gone. They just go on and talk about what the next place to go is.
It could be that they're trying to push forward in his memory and finding a way to fight through the pain instead of handling it the way you do.
Yeah, I don't think it's that they don't care. I think it's that it's easier for them to just do the next thing.
Well,
Kind of push it all aside.
yeah. I've met many people like that.
I'm not. It's. Yeah.
If you need someone to talk to keep his memory alive, my ear's always open.
Mhm.
They're a little bit bigger.
We've been going after the Sharemordren guy for a while now, and it seems like they keep getting distracted by the next shiny thing. And I just want to go kill Sharemordren today. A little bit more today than I did yesterday. And it seems like every time we start going after him, they find a new shiny thing to chase after. And I'm starting to get a little pissed off about it. Because he keeps killing friends of mine, and they keep finding something else to go after.
That would be very hard to cope with.
Hey, I hear a lot of people say really cool things about this Callian Varro. I've met her a couple times. So she's important to you?
Yeah, she was one of the few ones who believed I could become the warden I wanted to be. I was sent to the Taladian Forest because it was safe. There was no real danger. It felt like I was being sheltered from everything, even though I've proven myself multiple times to my family. And she took me under her wing and told me that eventually I would find my purpose and become who I was meant to be. She was one of the few ones who gave me a chance.
She's one of the last people that's important to you that's left?
One of the ones closest to me, yes.
And he's gonna go and tell her where that tower is, the stuff that he knows.
Oh, okay. The runes?
If you could do me a favor, that'd be something you remembered.
Thank you. She'll just kind of sit with him for a minute before rejoining the group.
I've not always had the best feelings for Callian Varro.
She can be rough on the outside.
She's sent us some places that didn't go so well for us.
It's not a side of her I've gotten to know, but she does have a way of being cryptic when it comes to danger. For better or worse.
And I'm not sure that we're any better going after something that could take out Callian Varro than going after Sharemordren, but they're going to do whatever they want to do. I'll just try and keep them alive.
You're a good friend, Jericho.
Well, I'll try and keep them alive.
And she'll rejoin the group and share that information.
Okay.
If you look over here, if we had the Onycrins device, boy, that thing was a mess. I don't think we told you about this, but once time we were sucked into a completely another plane. It wasn't even Varen. It was this whole place of gears, but the only way that we could get out, it was a big coliseum where a whole bunch of other creatures from other planes were stuck into. They had a teleporter that used different levels of bracelets and dials, and when you turned the different dials, it moved everything, and you could teleport anywhere to any plane. I tried to memorize everything I could. Hang on a second. I tried to remember everything I could, but the only one I could get was this one, that symbol right there, because it's not even in Chaloran, right? Right? You could see that. You can't see that. It's all right. I'm the only one that reads Chaloran. But you could tell right here, that's a different icon. But I'm pretty sure I got it to work. And that can take you to a completely other plane. You got to be careful with it, though, because if you step out, you're drowning. It's just all water everywhere. Everywhere you see, all water. No cogs, nothing. That's the only way I could get in. But that's the only spot I could do it.
I'm sorry, you can take us to the water plane?
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? I can't really exactly get you to the water plane. I could get to the one location that I remembered that was inside the Onycrins dial. There were so many different dials. I wish I could go back and see it. I would just write so many of them down again all over the place. It used its own energy internally. everything is Chaloran almost has to use a power source. I don't know if you've ever heard of these, like a Chaloran crystal. They're really big. They're super blue, and they do a lot of different things all on their own. It's like they just harness magic all by themselves. Anyway, they didn't use that one. At the Onocran, they used their own level of external connection that used stars. Wake up! You want to hear this part? There was the different stars that they did to do the different things together. So when you use the energy from different planes, it powered itself, so it kept itself generating. So the only way you can make that work is with a magic word. And when you type in the right magic words, or you scroll them down with the quill like I did.
Why do you say that in air quotes?
Because magic does not come from words. In this particular case, it does. It pulls from the plane because you have the true word of what the planar language is. And that is what that one does.
And what's the word?
Galen steps back from the circle.
It doesn't translate very well, and I don't think I'm pronouncing it correctly, but the best way I could put it is bubble.
Oh my.
It's about all I can do. But I'm pretty sure it's right. It's not Old Byzard, it's not Chaloran. I tried to match it to everything else I could ever find, but I remembered what it looked like and how the symbols scrolled down, and so I put it in, and it linked. Everything connects. I haven't ever been there because water, right? If I don't get back, I'm dead. I can't breathe water. Even with an air bubble spell, it's not going to last that long, and I don't even have magic anymore, so I can't do that anymore.
You mentioned Threx and the bubble before.
Yeah. Threx was in the Iron Fortress when we...
Could this be the same bubble that Zener is referencing?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. He was from the water plane as well, from the Great Bubble.
And how would you reach him? What was the pathway to
I don't know that
connecting
we
with him?
could reach him, but he said if we could, let me rephrase that. I don't think I know how to contact him right now. But if we can get to the plane of water, I think we can look him up, and he would help us.
If you can breathe water. Because it's a whole plane of water, right? So, I mean,
But
that's the
it's in
thing.
a bubble, yes?
Sure, if that's what the word says.
It's got an aerator in the corner there.
So worst case scenario, you pop into this plane, you're just breathing water.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a plane of water, it would make sense to me. When we went to the plane of cogs, it was completely surrounded in cogs. They were floating, they were turning, there was like gravity had a whole different level there.
But you weren't breathing cogs.
Touche.
That's correct.
So could we get to this place then?
I mean, I think Xander's telling us we can, but the question is, can we? And can we even breathe when we get there?
I can.
Only someone knew about the planes. Legendary knowledge of the planes.
If only there was someone.
Well, I can...
Sabine?
I know nature.
I have the ability to hold my breath for some 8 hours through magical incantation. And does this bubble sound familiar? I mean, like it sounds familiar, obviously, because brought it up before.
Right.
This is a bubble of air within the plane of water, presumably?
Presumably, you may presume all you'd like. All you know.
Can I presumably roll
You
to
may not
presume
presumably
otherwise?
roll. All you know is that the different planes of elements are, of those elements, infinite in all directions. North, south, east, west, up, down. It is just lock solid. So for those of you that are not of that element, like the plane of earth, you hope that there's a pocket of air that you can arrive at versus burrowing or phasing through that other creatures can. Same thing with water, that type of a thing. Or with air.
Or
If you
the
just-
undead.
Yeah.
Or cogs.
So
It was a thing.
Could you get us to this place?
You want to teleport?
I'm just asking you a question.
Yes. If you're asking to use the bubble plane, you would be the first, which would be very exciting. You might be the last, but I could do it. It's one thing I don't have to use my magic. It pulls from the plane.
Are all of us present?
Yeah, I
with
mean,
Guy
I
Sabine?
would presume so. Unless
Jericho's in earshot.
Yeah. Sabine, what's your take? Because you know of all the challenges outside of Azamir in the Taladian forest, because you've been there for so long. You also now had that letter from Callian Varro about challenges. What's your knowledge of why they're going there? That I'm vague on. Or your take on that. They're suddenly wanting to go to a plane of water for reasons?
She's just sitting there like, what is the fascination with this plane of water? Because I don't think she really overheard anything.
We know a guy.
I know many guys.
We know somebody who is a thief, smuggler, somebody who seems to be connected, and he's from the plane of water, and because we helped him out of a jam, he said he could help us if we found him in the Great Bubble in the plane of water.
Oh.
and there's a evil creature, the Sharemordren.
Oh, Jericho told me a little bit about him. He took one of your companions away?
He's taken several companions.
Oh. And
we are after him. And this seems to be a pathway potentially to him.
I also don't think we should discount the value of having powerful allies at a time like this, and Callian Varro has been a powerful ally.
oh, yes, I managed to talk to Jericho, and the ruins are in the kingdom of Dakareth, in kind of like a old bison territory, whatever that is,
Old
and it's
bison,
within a
of course.
forest.
Should have looked at the bison, of course. That absolutely makes sense. A relicar. It's in the car at the end. I would have heard that
The
part.
queue is silent. Why didn't I?
I speak old bison.
So do I.
So do I.
We have our options laid out before us.
So, if I may, we originally came here searching for the key. In so doing, we lost one of our members. The threat is real. Sharemordren is exceptionally difficult, and even harder to attain, it seems at this point. However, if we could get into the Nexus, we might be able to bring the fight to him. That said, Callian Varro is a powerful ally. And if we could make sure that she is safe, she would certainly make the fight with Sharemordren easier. Especially if she attained or got close to attaining whatever relic was spoken of.
It's interesting that she mentioned a cord. It seems to be a common theme.
A common thread.
Hey!
I'll give you a hero point for that.
Oh, thank you.
But not attention, I thank you.
I think right now, for me, the plane of water is a shot in the dark. We know who Callian Varro is. They've helped us in the past. They need our help now. I'm inclined to save somebody who could be an ally in this fight. I think we should go after Callian Varro. Jericho, I'm sorry. I know how angry you must be right now, and believe me, there's nothing more I want than to stick a sword through Sharemordren's heart.
I think we should go after Callian Varro. It says that just looking at Sabine.
Thank you, Jericho.
I think you got to save the people that are important to you.
And, pending it's all right, Xana, we now know where you live. And if we get to
Is
the
that
point...
a threat?
Unintentionally. but we can come back.
We've killed people your size before.
We'll do it again.
He struck him down yesterday.
What? Did you point at me?
So this will be here. The opportunity to get to the bubble, potentially, is still available. Callian Varro has been missing for quite some time. And if she still needs us, this might be the time to offer aid. I also vote to go save Callian Varro.
The Callian Varro may have information about this bubble.
You're outvoted, Ansgar. We're going to Callian Varro.
So be it.
Vessel, don't worry about it. Everyone to the ship!
We're landlocked. What ship?
Oh!
We have a surprise for you.
And we will take our break there. We'll be back in a little bit as the group carries on. We'll see you in a second. All right, we are back from break. Once again, drop by gloriousbards.com and click on that Discord link. We've got channels for all the fans to chat and even one for each adventure. You can share your thoughts about what just happened, what you think's going to happen next. We love hearing from you there. Okay, the heroes are marching off back through a thin trail into the woods. Sabine, the archer, you look back at the teleportation dais that Xander has in his backyard and have some conflicting emotions. You're, I'm sure, happy to help these heroes. Callian Varro has predicted that you would be of aid to them and they would be of aid to the world, but you realize you're getting further and further away from the void threat in your woods that has plagued you for months and months. And you reluctantly turn away and follow the rest of the heroes into the woods.
I do appreciate that none of us consider that an option at all. We're like, oh, true wizards
you're
are dead.
coming with us. Okay.
Oh, you needed help? You're in a fight for the past 4 months? Huh, weird. Okay, weird. Good luck with that.
Come with us now.
We got a ship.
Let's be honest. Jericho went there and in 3 seconds died.
Did not go well. That's true.
Yeah.
You walk for an hour or so through the thick woods and come across an arguing fawn and cyclops. No, I'm not going to come with you ever again. I think you are a liar and you cheated today and you're going to cheat tomorrow. Well, look who's here! And the fawn who helped bring you here sees you as excited and traipses over to you with a great deal of excitement. You live! I thought you would die. It can be very dangerous, I hear, at the garden house. But you live!
The evil wizard Xander barely let us escape with our
So
lives.
evil! So very evil! So, well, grumpy, really, but grumpy evil. Ooh, who's this? And he prances. Can you give me a prance animation there, Christopher? All right, thank you. Prancing with the hand. He prances several circles around Sabine. Who's this?
I'm Sabine.
Sabine! Interesting name. Where did you come from?
I came through a portal by my friend Xander's house. Or
Ooh.
I guess closer to Uncle Xander, but
Uncle Xander, what portal did you come from? Are you going to take me back? You could show me.
next time. I'm with these people. I have to help them, and then I'll come back and help you.
Sabine, my new friend. And he dances some more circles and
I may have judged Zaldor harshly.
I thought he was going to do Sabina, Bina, Bobina.
he does get close and pilfers one arrow from your quiver and looks at it. Ooh, very sharp.
My spleen.
SPLE. I don't know why. So sharp. Can you shoot anything with this? What about a cyclops eye? And he points at Okor down the path. Oh, no shooting. Okor comes not traipsing in and says, "We are going to my place now. You," pointing at Zaldor,
Oh dear.
"said you have dinner today."
Did say that.
Yes.
We did say. You mentioned that your rock quarry is quite a distance. Is that correct?
He comes over, no, and pokes you in the belly. Still healthy and strong.
I feel healthy. Okay. That's hands and distance.
Bechamel sauce.
You're gonna need to cook him a while. He's kind of stringy.
Stringy.
That's not. No one's cooking. That's not anything we're joking about.
We
Galen.
go. And
Okay.
he leads you back towards the clearing, which is on the way to his place.
Start walking with him slowly behind and explain once we arrive that we will use the ship to follow him further.
The fawn says, "So what did the evil sorcerer do? Did you battle him? Did you kill him? Did you make him laugh?"
He made us tea, if you can believe it.
Oh, it sounds delightful.
It was off. Might be completely wrong about it.
Did you do what you needed to do?
In the manner of speaking.
And what was it? You're so secretive. No secrets, no secret. I'm not telling you my name, Sabine. No secrets.
Exactly. You have many secrets yourself. We shall keep ours.
You should not tell anybody your name, Ruffles, ever.
Shh. He comes over and puts a hand, a finger, then another finger, then somehow a paw, and then another paw in front of your lips. Shh. Don't say it.
He smells like a wet dog.
Woo! And then runs off. Did that come through at all? Derek's ears are bleeding. And they traipse back towards the clearing.
Oh, I should have been the Cyclops.
It takes a couple hours, and you guys arrive back in the clearing where the wake is parked in the dead center, and they have their stone table with stone seats. And Raffles says, "Well, I'm not going any further. I'm not going to where you live, Okor. So when will I see you again?"
Yes, soon, likely. Depending on exactly how many dragons there are.
"What about my new friend?" And he circles around Sabine. "When will I see you again?"
It wasn't talking to me again. Again, that's all right. No, it's fine.
I will return when they do.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll find you here soon.
Very soon.
"We go," says Okor, pulling Zaldor by the hand,
Right, yes.
pulling you down a path.
You keep walking in that way. Oko, you
Sabine,
are much
have you ever
faster
captained
than
a ship
us.
before?
Welcome, Captain.
Do you have a hat?
Just like pulls up her hood.
When we get, because we're walking past the wake, correct? We're going across the clearing.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to the wake, Zaldor will make sure that he is slightly disengaged from Okor, and then suddenly cast airlift to lift everyone around me within the 10-foot circle, with the exception of Okor, straight 60 feet up and land on the deck of the wake.
Okay. Everyone lifts up with a huge gust and lands upon the wake.
So you said Ruffles is coming with us?
I
then?
know it. Ruffles stayed by where he was.
You
by
said
the stone
everybody
table.
but Okor.
I did say that. Is Ruffles with us?
Reffles, by the way.
Ruffles.
Ruffles.
Nope, that's not how it's spelled in my
Ruffles
book.
like the chips.
Yes.
Too late, Ruffles. What's it about? You just can't stop.
Ruffles has ridges.
Regis.
That's
Lays.
No, it's
Lace does not have. Wait.
Pringles is that one.
Jesus.
What'd you say?
That's what you said. Don't confuse me now.
The satyr's name is Pringles?
Right.
How did you direct straight
Pringles is his middle name.
It's Pringles.
Pringles?
Yes, Ruffles has
Well,
riches.
I don't know what the question was. What was the question? Because I'm sure it was important.
Because Ruffles had
It was
riches hanging out with
rhetorical.
us. We're on the ship, and we're ready to go.
Ruffles is gone, as are the heroes, and you are looking down at a sad, motionless Okor who's looking up at you. Oh no!
Never let it be said that Zaldor is not a man of his word.
No, you could definitely say that once in a while, because technically I'm not a man. Away!
Wait,
That's fun.
I'm afraid we've been misgendering him this whole time.
Zaldor releases the anchor on the wake.
Okay.
We rise above the forest and head northeast towards... actually straight north, really. Northeast and straight north into Dakareth and the area of Old Byzrin to find the ruins of Arelica.
All right. As you rise up out of the woods, you cannot see any sign of Xander's garden house where you think it should be. It is very well concealed, and the only thing you can sense is a faraway, distant, oh no, as he reaches up into the air,
Hang on to the anchor.
trying to keep you from leaving as you disappear. Sabine, you are on a bewildering ship that is flying. What is your reaction to that?
First reaction is probably to run port side, look over, and just hurl.
Oh,
Which side, the port side?
oh no. Oh boy.
How? Wait. Airship. No water ship. Airship.
Oh, we did not mention that part?
No.
Sorry it was invisible when we first landed. We had to, turn that back on.
This is our vessel, the Wake.
But that's vessel.
Yes.
That is also correct. Not that vessel. This vessel, the Wake.
Yes.
And Xander is unfortunately our captain
I mean, it's
of said
Wait.
vessel.
in the air.
Xander?
Zaldor.
Zaldor.
Oh.
One and the same, really, if you want to think about it.
Is there really a difference?
They're not much.
She'll just kind of like sit down and just like stare at the ground.
Just be thankful it's not invisible now.
No sitting! Swabbing!
Jericho's gonna
Welcome aboard the Wake.
Jericho comes
Everyone
over
has a
and
bullet job.
just sits down by.
Is it swabbing or squabbing? You said squabbing earlier.
Squab is a bird.
Exactly my point.
I don't like insolence on my ship.
We don't like incompetence in our captain.
That's a good one. I'm going to think about a retort for later on. Mountain!
Mountain?
Sabine, just letting you know ahead of time, it's not uncommon for us to fall off of the ship unexpectedly. It might be a good idea to have something to protect you in the case, Zaldor hits a mountain or a dragon lands on the deck or we go through a once-in-a-century storm, those kinds of things that we have.
Or
to
silver
do all the
cloud.
time. Oh, there is that.
It's really just Galen that happens to.
What did I get myself into?
I keep asking myself that
Do a
same
control
question.
C on that phrase right there.
In all seriousness, though, the Vedonite kept us as we are. Sabine does not have the protection.
This is true.
Oh,
Ansgar will hold up the, was it hair clip?
hair comb.
Hair comb.
Hair comb.
Yeah.
And looks at Jericho. And then hands it to Sabine.
Keep that on you always.
She'll kind of like very hesitantly reach up and like clip it at the very like top of her braid.
Okay.
As silly as it seems, that is the best protection we have against Sharemordren right now.
And now that you're traveling with us, he may take notice of you.
Let's tell you a
I
tale.
should have told you that ahead
A
of time.
tale?
So sorry.
Let's tell you a tale. It begins with thick meat. And
Those also means that one of the mementos provided is not available to track her. There is some benefit to be had in that.
If
May
Sharemordren,
not look for her or affect her specifically in this case.
if Sharemordren remains ignorant of her existence,
If she intends to stay
of your
with
existence, if you remain with us, then that may be of benefit.
But there will be hundreds of ways to die a horrible death in the
Worry
future.
Yeah, we're on our third cleric.
You're the second
Third or
archer.
fourth? I thought it was the fourth.
Does
I lost track.
It's our third airship.
what languages does Sabine speak?
I know Common, Elven.
You don't have to say that, actually. Oddly enough.
I know Elven, Fae, and Goblin.
And Chaloran.
Son of a bitch.
I know the
Fae.
version Xander taught me. I don't know how accurate that is.
Goblin is an odd choice.
The ship speeds off to the northeast, traveling at decent speed. You have a mechanic whose name eludes me.
Mac.
Mac, the mechanic, of course. And Mac,
It's mech.
and he has been hammering away with extra wood to recreate walls for your quarters, Galen, as best he can.
It whistles a little.
It whistles a lot, and it's quite cold at times, so he gives you an extra blanket. There are a couple extra small cabins, of which you are assigned one, Sabine. And you sit there, you put your bow down, you maybe put your cloak up on a hook, look out a window, and are just trying to picture where you were like 6 hours ago across the world in Azamir, and now you are far away and you're on an airship in a small room heading even further and further away. It's a strange spot to be
She's
in.
definitely having a panic attack.
Okay. The ship is going to be traveling for some time. What would the likes of you like to do over several days? Anything you'd like to do, work on, or speak of?
I think at some point, Jericho would sit down with Sabine, knowing that she's the fish out of the water in the group. And probably in Fae, because he doesn't get to speak that language, and another Fae realm being speaking in Fae, and kind of tell really he and Galen's story, because they're now the last two of the original who started walking this path, and how the others all intersected with them. But kind of tell their story, and in that would include the very brief foray to Azamir that he and Hemlock had that nearly ended in their death. Kind of just trying to get her up to speed.
Sounds like in Azmir, you may have either landed with the Void or somehow in the force field of the wizards. I don't know how that works, but I know they have one. Either one of those are probably fairly deadly.
It was bad.
Been bad. It was, 5-6 months ago, we didn't really, life was okay. It was safe. I was mad at my father for sending me there because it was so safe, but then the Void showed up and slowly corrupted, and wizards refused to help, and there are very few of us. I'm the only warden, but there's very few druids left. I had to walk away and leave Sildren to die, unfortunately, and it was the hardest choice that I had to make. But Callie and Varro told me that if I heard thunder strike again and again, I had to run, and the choice was either die by Sildren or live to see everything become right again.
You said when the Void showed up. What is it that came?
I don't know. It just showed up in a small northern part of the forest and just spread and corrupted and took over everything, and people, plants, the land.
When she describes it, does it sound like what we ran into in that town in Thave?
Yes.
I'll tell her, relate that part of the story of the stone. And
some of the human infected creatures that you ran into in Thave. She shares similar tales of either animals that were mutated, or even some of the druids that were taken over as well, turned into these terrible void creatures. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Galen chooses to keep the memory of his friend Hemlock, and honor the gift that he's given to the heroes by learning from Zaldor how to pilot the Wake. And so he will be spending time shadowing Zaldor, learning how to take care of and fly the ship.
Okay.
And Shalara, by and large, sits on the front, like on the skull of Balrog.
I keep forgetting that's there.
As a watch out, as a scout, basically, and keeps her eyes open for any, flying brooms or anything else that might be seeking us in the wind. So Shalara and Ansgar are often on deck.
Brooms, what are you worried about? The posse come to hunt the child killers down?
Yes.
Okay.
Something like that. Dragons, anything that might be coming. So, but she is often perched out on Balrog's skull.
You are flying for quite some time, several days, pretty much northeast into the Kingdom of Iveron, which is north of Navarre, where the temperature normally just gets a little cooler and cooler as you head more and more north, but the weather is still so chaotic from the effects that have been going on in this world. So it goes from quite hot to snow-covered next morning, to heavy wind the next day, to rain with heavy humidity. It just is rapidly changing and very, very odd and uncomfortable as you go. Sabine, you have not experienced this weather change much. It limited when you were dealing in the forest, but it seems much more pronounced out here. Making your way northeast, you cross other large forests and head towards the huge fractured crags, making your way towards the old Byzrin Empire, a region isolated up in the north of the world of Varen, dominated by decayed and swampy landscapes, old ruins, and for many centuries, tons of undead. Dakareth being the last remaining stable kingdom. There is a city there, a capital called Raven End. There is a king there, but they're just a shadow of what they once were. Also very, very, very far north at the very tip of the kingdom of the continent is the elven kingdom of Ethlien. But other than those two spots of light, this whole area of three kingdoms, Palacia, Rescalan, and Dakareth, which is where you're heading, Dakareth, are just a wasteland of marsh and decay. And you make your way continuing in northeast. Anything else on people's minds or to-dos?
Is Dakareth mostly human? Like primarily humans or?
Racistly so.
Okay. Cool. Going back into another racist realm. Love it.
Jericho wants to find Vessel.
You have found Vessel. Oh, and I'm going to make a wandering monster check, and it's 1d6 skeletons you guys run into, by the way.
Nice.
No? Okay.
Wall finding.
You run into Vessel.
Hey, Mr. Vessel.
Yes, Jericho.
What is it that you are
What is it that you do here exactly?
What's your goal in all this with us?
Adventure.
Is that really what it is?
I've been locked away in a vault for over 3,000 years. I do not see much more than books. I do not see much more than what is written on the walls from my former builders. This presents a very unique opportunity. Plus, I have others that are myself trapped and locked away. I would like to find.
Oh, some more of those Sharemordren vault kind of places.
Yes. To find more vessel.
Give them the opportunity to adventure and explore.
To kill them.
No parts. More parts.
There can be only one.
There can be only one better vessel.
He's the Voltron. There's like 5 vessels already.
Ron.
Does that answer your question? You seem concerned with my answer.
No, just I kind of understand. Lord Ansgar's got his home that got messed up, and then they chose a new home, and it got messed up by a dragon. He's trying to take care of that.
You are worried my answer reflects on me to be insincere.
No, I had no concerns about your answer whatsoever. I was just curious what your answer would be. I don't have any concerns about the answer that you gave at all.
What is your goal?
To kill Sharemordren.
That is a good goal with all things considered.
That's all.
I would caution you with just not letting the one drive you to certain things you are unsure of.
What do you mean by the unsure of part?
We venture into areas we have not been before.
So many. I've been so many places I've never even heard of.
To fight such a foe in unfamiliar ground is very dangerous.
That
Would you agree?
Seems like all that we've done since I left home. We fought a demon in his own hell.
Story you'll have to share with me sometime.
We fought a blood queen in her own dungeon.
Those were the days. You have much of your adventures to share with me still.
Would you like to hear about them?
You and I have time now. We can do this.
And he'll sit down and start telling those stories, not in Fae.
Okay. Wandering around the wake, Sabine, you find yourself, I don't know, interested, bored, or amazed. It's up to you inside the quote-unquote engine room, which is the glass containment with swirling air inside that is somehow keeping this ship afloat.
Definitely interested.
Okay. It is odd. You're not quite sure what's going on there. Zaldor, thankfully, is there trying to show you how to swab, perhaps. I don't know. And explains in some minor detail what is going on within this device.
Called the Star Drive engine, which we don't entirely fully understand. We understand that there is an elemental inside of this. Believe it to be a wind elemental, perhaps a storm elemental. However, we do know that it is connected into the storm drive. And it's simply behind a pane of glass. I have to believe that that glass is either entirely superly magical, or the elemental chooses to be here. To
There's
be a part of this.
violence, pushing, a shaking and rattling with fury of the ages.
It seems almost happy at times. If you look at it closely, you might even see a smile upon it. If you know what you're looking for, it mostly looks like lightning.
It
Lots
cries
and
with
lots
happiness.
of lightning.
That small little hook clasp that goes down, just shitteringly coming out, just almost.
just in case we happen to be wrong, which doesn't happen often, I'd like to admit, but just in case, we do have a small message on top of it that says, "Do not open." So read that every time you're confused or if you're unsure what to do when you're in this spot, and you're going to walk with me this way now. Away from the elemental. And over here, this is the spot where you should be mopping the most. This is a mop. It's like a broom, but wet. You take it this way.
He cast mansplain level 5. Prey, I think, is being used on you now.
I've never heard a mop described as a wet broom.
So I can use it to clean debris and clean the floor.
Yes! Simultaneously, in fact. And we call it swabbing.
And these are dishes.
Here's my laundry.
Just a quivering huge bow at your back, point at the back of your skull. The ship continues northeast past the fractured crags, and you pass some distance away from the small town of Sylvestrin, the last bit of civilization connecting old Byzerin to the quote-unquote newer world. You leave that behind and continue flying northeast. Yes.
Do we know anything about Sylvestrin as far as its makeup? Is it predominantly a dwarven type place?
Human only.
Racist.
I just heard racist human. That could be anything.
All of them. That's right. Let's be clear.
It's
That's
Alabama. Okay.
Alabama. All right. Ding, 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 ding.
Flying northeast.
Shazam, what's that flying thing overhead?
I don't know, Jed, but we got to shoot it down.
It might have gnomes on board.
Our one listener from Alabama just turned us off.
I need the nuclear code.
Galen, the next day, you spot from the deck several dozen skeletal corpses piled up in a rough line, with 3 bony skeletons wandering around aimlessly in a marsh.
Saldor, does that look odd to you? This pile of bones down there? These skeletons? Is this normal?
From my knowledge of Dakarth, though there are still living people here, it mostly was filled with the undead. And I believe that most of what we will find will still be that population. Of course, we know of the great battle that happened across Rescalon, and I don't know how many of that came over or came from Dakarth, so there could be perhaps less than there once were. But it would be ill-advised to assume that we won't encounter any at all. The fact that they may make towers or temples or perhaps buildings out of each other,
Looks like art.
maybe even arts, bone graffiti as it were. I've never seen it before.
Does Galen recognize whether these piles of bones, are they just a jumble of all different kinds, or is it like an animal that has been stripped?
You'd have to get much lower.
No, thank you. I think we're fine.
Did you want me to get lower?
No, I think we stay as
Descending!
far away as possible. Zaldor.
On our way down! Marsh!
Bones cracking against the hole.
Carrying on to the northeast, another day goes by, and Jericho on the bow area, you are able to make note of where those different landmarks are that you recognize and start guiding, like 30 degrees more to the left and keep going for a couple hours. No, 10 more to the right. And you start guiding. You see hills here where a river kind of bends is. Okay, it points out from the bend. You start triangulating into where you believe the old tales of the ruins of Aurelica are. As you start to get close, Lord Ansgar, you see there is a hut that is a little bit, maybe a mile away from where Jericho is taking as the ship starts getting closer and closer and closer, and you're getting close to the ground. There's a little hut there, and at the same time, there is a big fiery ball that is launched from that hut area and collides with the bow of the ship. I need you and Shalara to make reflex save 26s.
Evasive maneuvers. 26 reflex?
Yes.
Yeah. They are actually both critical successes.
Okay, huge moderate explosion on the bow of the ship of flame. There's a little bit of fire to be put out on some of the woodwork, but Ansgar and Shalar are totally safe.
I assume other people have recognized what happened.
Everyone comes running up on deck, I'm guessing.
A fireball from that hut came at us. We're under attack.
What did we do to that hut?
What?
Are we landing here? Or are we sailing on? What is the?
It's very close. It's about a mile away. This hut is.
Which shot of them?
That's a hell of a fireball.
No. The hut is a mile away. You guys are coming in to land, and the shot was made.
Vessel, if he's able, is using rousing splash to put out the fire
Okay.
as best he can.
Done.
Maybe this is not a good place to land, Captain.
It is the location we were intended for, so we could certainly land further away and work our way in.
Yeah, I guess we should have expected some naughtiness here. All right.
It's believable that they've never seen an airship before.
Well, it's also possible that the people who captured Callie and Moreau are going to try to kill us, too.
Well, that will make this a easy mission then.
There's another eruption as another fireball strikes the ship, and it does nothing other than inconvenience Vessel to put out more little fires.
Does not seem overly powerful for a fireball.
Galen grabs the telescope at the bow and tries to see what's going on in that hut.
You can see. Make a perception roll.
So good at this. Natural 20.
Woo!
Wow, you are really good at this.
You see two major things. You see the ruins of a relica that are hidden within some trees. That is kind of a blocky tower-looking thing with a big, flat, wide opening, maybe 10 feet up. Kind of Aztecian crudely in that squarish shape. You also see a hut with a old man who is wearing some rundown looking clothes, and he is preparing another spell to cast in your direction.
He's going to fire again. We need to get down on the ground.
Well, he only has 3.
Zaldor descends the ship further and faster.
Okay. You are nap of the earth, racing quickly. You're going to fly past this hut, and then you got to land a little bit away from the ruins and then walk maybe a half mile to it.
Do we want to deal with the adversary here at the hut?
I certainly don't want him at my back.
Do you want me to go talk to him?
He may be amenable to that.
You're pretty good at that.
Zaldor will slow the ship down so that we can park in front of him? Beside him?
As you do so, a fireball hits directly in the middle of the deck. Everyone needs to make a reflex save 26.
Can I counterspell?
You may.
I will counterspell.
Before you make any of those, none of those rolls count.
I rolled a natural 20.
Sorry. Before you do, we have a hero point to give out.
It's an old man, not a child, Galen. Keep that in mind.
Derek, who's going to get the hero point? Galen has been selected. Counterspell, go ahead and make that spell attack roll.
Yeah. 35.
35 is a... What level did you cast Counterspell?
I cast it at a level 3. No, sorry, 45. It's DC 36, 26. Nope, I'm correct, 35. DC attack roll 26 plus 9, 35.
And what level did you cast Counterspell at?
I cast it at a level 3 fireball.
Okay. Fireball comes right towards the deck and just becomes this little farty spurt that dissipates.
Oh, what
Show
was
title.
that spell?
Little sulfur hit. Zeldor just hits it bats it away with his hand.
Parlay.
Jericho, is it possible you could send a message to this young man?
Yeah. How far away are we from the old guy, the person, the human, the
Less than 500 feet by my math.
Well, yeah. Less than 120 feet?
I'll
Nope.
get closer.
But you can make that happen.
Send a dead bird at him, Jericho.
He sends it first, then walks 120 feet, picks it up, then walks 300 more feet and hands it to
Throws
that
it
bird.
again.
Jericho's just gonna flip the ladder down and just climb down
Okay.
and just go. I mean, he's 3 feet tall. He's a little gnome. He's just gonna start walking that way.
That's not what I... All right.
Unfortunately, that is this old man's phobia, is a gnome from an airship.
I knew it was going to happen. They said this is how I would die.
The old gypsy was right.
Captain Bro said when the flying ship comes and the gnome walks off, your death is imminent.
Jericho, you're approaching the old fellow.
Yeah,
Just remember he's
kinda hold his
racist.
hands up. I mean, he has no visible weapons.
All right. He casts a spell. Nothing seems to happen. He casts another spell. You feel a strange tingle in the back of your head. I need you to make a will save, 26. And whatever your success is one level higher of success.
Okay, so just to be clear, I have a plus 26 on this.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
Minimum.
So that's a success. But for me, all successes are critical successes on will saves.
So it's a critical
It is a
success.
critical
It's double
success. You felt a need to be compelled to maybe do thing you didn't want to do.
Do you have any idea what that thing was?
Chris can tell you what that was going to be. What was that going to be? That effect.
I believe command. No, I don't know. I don't know what it was going to be.
Anyone else?
Why would I know?
Anyone else like to describe what
He was
that
going to
effect?
let you decide.
Yeah. He was going to have him, Jericho, stick his head in the marsh ground and just hold it there.
Okay. You resist that impulse easily and keep on walking.
And can I, as I get up close enough to see the guy, I'm just going to call out, People dying, hello. We mean no trouble for you.
You seem so down, Jericho. I'm sad to see
Depressed
this.
Jericho.
Yeah. People die, I guess.
Legendary bard. You could either die the hero or watch yourself become the jaded.
hey, I'm really sorry that your spells really aren't working on us. That's probably a little bit downer for you. Anyway, my name is Jericho. I'd love to come have a chat.
It is an old guy with very thin white hair with a scraggly beard, again with very low quality clothes that are on. And he says, did a dream bring you?
No,
Wow.
the wake did.
You awoken with a dream of madness.
No, that's just the name of the ship.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Jericho. What's yours?
I'm Lavga,
Oh, okay.
the Magnificent.
Oh yeah, I get that. It's a right pleasure to meet you.
You dare enter my valley.
Yeah, we did. So yeah, we're coming here looking.
I conquer the dead and the living.
Hey, way to go! I'm super proud of you. We're coming. We heard a friend of ours got stuck here, so we're coming looking for a friend of ours.
No friends for you here, only
I'll wait.
yes. I was getting there.
Nope, that's
Nah.
it's not seeming super likely now. Hey, You want to invite me in for tea or something? That'd be super polite. We could chat.
There's no tea for you. Only death.
Do you want to cast another spell at me? That'd be fine.
You have your duel. And he launches a fourth frickin' fireball vessel at Jericho.
But it's on a lower level. Nah.
Make a reflex save 26. Not your strongest.
No, I have a plus 25. That's all.
Counterspell.
Oh, never mind. That roll doesn't count.
Wait, I don't know if you... do you have a range on that?
Oh yeah, it's 500 feet, baby. That's a spell.
Well, I rolled a natural 19. I would have had a crit success.
You may roll your counter spell.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing it again.
500 foot
That's
counterspell.
delightful. Well, I did roll a 2, so that's a.
Spend a hero point. Come on.
It's Jericho. All right, I'll spend a hero point.
You probably still succeeded.
Jericho will notice. Oh, it bounced. Now it's going to be. Yeah, that's much better. So it's 32.
Okay, with a 32, Jericho, a little farty little flame bounces off you.
You dispel his
that
house.
you horn blast easily away. Doo, doo, doo.
Just gonna just try to catch it and drop it to the side. Yeah, all right. So now that we're done with all
Fiery death!
that. Yeah, so we should probably talk now, right?
I'm confused.
No, I've noticed that. The ruins over here, we gotta go check them out. What could you tell me about them?
You have no reason to go into my ruins.
Oh, those are yours?
Everything you see before you is mine.
All right, do you want to give us a tour?
No,
I'll pay you gold.
I have plenty of gold. And he walks 30 feet away to his hut.
Oh, I'll go with him.
Okay. He goes inside, he opens up the flap and yells, "Oh!" And you're right there. And in his hands are a whole bunch of golden little trinkets, little candelabras, little candle holders, little candle-related light fixtures that are in gold he has. And he throws them on the ground between you. All mine!
Looks like the Oval Office.
Hey, those are very nice.
Perception roll for Galen, please. Not perception. Yes, make a roll, and I'm not telling you what it is, actually. That's the roll.
I'm going to guess it's perception.
Natural one.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess that wasn't high enough.
Even real fireball come.
So we have a friend who wrote us a letter that they were coming here, and then they never returned.
I had nothing to do with her.
Do you remember when she came? It would have been several months ago.
Nothing for her but death here.
And I'm going to describe Callie and Varro, what she
Okay.
looks like.
He already told you it was a her, which you didn't say earlier.
Correct. Correct. And anyway, so we would like to try to find her, and we'd super prefer that you don't get in the way. We'd love your help.
You will be gone with your head in the mud. And you need to make another willpower save. 26, I believe, was the target number.
Okay. 39.
Okay, you ignore that command as well. I'm confused. How are you so powerful?
I've traveled the plains, and I've traveled to the hells fighting demons.
Your power is matched by your apathy.
Okay. So I would really appreciate your help, because otherwise my friends back there, they're not as nice as I am, and they'll probably just raise your hut to the ground and slaughter you where you stand. And I'd prefer that doesn't happen. So I'd really appreciate any information you can give us on my friend and what happened to her, and maybe point us in the right direction.
Make a diplomacy -3 or intimidation straight.
I'll do diplomacy -3. 35.
35. Your words are sweet, succulent words in my ears.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
So sweet and full of life.
Yeah.
I know your friend.
Oh, nice.
She isn't here.
Oh, where is she?
She's gone.
Yeah, but where?
They took her.
I guess I got 2 follow-up questions.
Both of which are the same.
No, they're both different. Who took her? You said they took her. So who? Who took her?
I'm waiting for the other question.
Oh, and then where did they take her?
Oh,
Yeah. See, they were different.
a dragon took her.
Okay. Do you know where?
To the other dragon, of course. But I had nothing to do with it.
Okay, could you...
Otherwise, this is all a dream. Make a willpower save 26, please.
Okay. 41.
Okay, you do not fall asleep.
All right. Tell me about these 2 dragons.
What do you think you're some kind of Jedi? What
Jedi poodoo. Like color, name, size, anything.
They made me do it.
That's fine. No, I understand. I don't hold that against you at all.
Oh, and then I had nothing to do with it.
Well, no, you.
I'm innocent.
You just said you did, so
Right.
let's just talk about it.
Oh,
Yeah, just come clean.
it was the odd one, Azirion.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
He took her. He told me to bring her, and I brought her.
Okay.
And then he took her.
All right. And he was taking her to
The other one.
which one?
I don't like the other one.
Yeah. No one does.
Then you know of whom I speak.
I know of a couple bad ones. I just want to make sure I narrow it down to the right bad one.
Then we will say it together at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Nitherial. What?
Sorry, it's my accent.
Oh!
Yeah. How long ago was this?
Months ago.
Oh, that's so long ago. Yeah. No, I think all your guilt is washed away just by time, like statute of limitations.
I like statues, yes. Yes.
All right. Do you know where that dragon's lair is?
No.
Be honest with me.
No. Yes. Honest. No. I don't know. I do not want to know. You do not want to know.
Well,
These are powerful serpents.
did you see the front of our ship and what's on it? You didn't look very close. Did you?
Great flame. Oh, it's
A dragon.
dragon head.
Yeah.
You are
And the
dragon
dragon
slayer.
riding the dragon head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what we do.
And what is your name?
I did tell you before, but I'll tell you again, it's Jericho.
Jericho.
That's super close. But that's your accent.
I have no accent.
That's what everyone says.
And now you will leave.
I'm out of spell slots.
I'm trying. Derek, give me one of those hero points, please.
He can't, you asked.
I guess I'll need one more thing before the mean guys on the boat.
This gold is mine.
That was interrupting, and your mom should have taught you that's rude. Did you have a good mom?
We're all stunned by that one. Whoa, mental damage.
What the fuck did you just say?
Late farm.
No, I'm messing with me, Mom.
Because I know she would have taught you better than that, than to interrupt people. All right, the last thing that I think would
Make a diplomacy roll, please. Your
Sure.
target is a 33.
Okay. 38.
Why did you have to bring up me, Mom?
You've had a lot of loss in your life, haven't you?
She taught me well.
she did. Come
I
here.
didn't
Come here.
really try to hurt you. I didn't try to hurt you.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Not your fault.
No. It's not your fault.
I just
Thanks,
need
Robin.
you. You don't have to say a word. I just need you to. I just need you to pull with your finger. Yeah, I know. Here we go. And he's gonna pull like the guy's own clothing up for his nose.
Oh, it's sticky.
That's fine. It's his
It's
own clothing.
viscously sticky.
I just need you, so you don't have to say anything, but just point me the right direction I need to go find where they went with my friend.
He points in a direction to the northeast. That's where the dragon went.
And you sure you don't know the exact? I know you had the best Mima. Yeah, we all lose people we love. No,
And
give me just a second now. we all lose people that are important to us, don't we?
You're pretty good. You're good. Jerry go.
I know it makes things really hard, doesn't it?
And he pulls away just slightly from you.
There's a very nice elven lady that's on our ship, and the lady that left with the dragons is one of her very bestest friends, and I don't want her to lose someone that's very important to her.
No, we don't want to lose anyone.
Yeah, so I want to go find that dragon. So anything else you can help me out find that dragon?
You need to come back to me, Jericho.
Yeah, no, we should hang out and talk.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'd like that.
yeah. Anything else about where that dragon might be that could help me out find it?
I don't know anymore.
All right, hey,
You've peeled away all my guards and armor and exposed my sensitive soul.
we're like onions, aren't we?
I can now grow.
I lie bare before
Do you need to cast another spell at me? If you need to, you can.
I don't want to risk it.
There's no risk. There's really none whatsoever.
My magic's never good enough for people either.
No, I'll pretend like it worked if you want to do it.
No, it's not the same.
No, it's not. All right. It's not. You sure you don't have any tea?
I have something for you.
Okay.
And he roots around and grabs a random golden candelabra. This is for you,
Thank you.
my good friend.
All right.
And he gives you a big hug and a big kiss on the cheek.
Yeah. This has been pretty meaningful to me.
And then says, "Goodbye, Jericho!" And waves furiously from far away, like 3 feet away. "Goodbye, Jericho!"
Hey. Jericho's going to turn and go.
All right. Derek, are your ears okay with me yelling into the microphone? And you walk away.
A little bit lighter.
I think you said to annihilate the hut before.
Raise it to the ground.
Raise it to the ground, that's what it was. I have the
7
bullets
fireball.
already, Captain.
Jericho comes back, climbs up the ladder, comes on board.
Well, that looks like that went well.
No, it went.
Ish.
It went pretty good. He said that Callie Vero was here. That the dragons got her, and that their place is northeast of here.
Which one's got her?
He tells you the names. Alan doesn't remember names very well, but Jericho's super good
Azirian
with-
and Nithrion.
Yeah, well, the first
Netherial.
one took
Netherial.
her and gave it to Netherial. Yeah. So Netherial got her and took her to their lair. I guess that's a plus, though, that they grabbed her and took her, so it wasn't just like, kill and eat kind of a thing.
But that would
So there's
mean
hope.
we have to find Netherial.
Yeah.
Or the lair, anyway. Or
Yeah. So he just knew it was northeast. He didn't know where.
Did Callie and Vero mention anything in her message to us about what she was seeking here?
Yeah, a rope thing. It
Well,
might
it's just
still be
to be-
down in there. We might want to go down in and look. But there was a
The message read in that area, I believe I will find an artifact brought up from the sea long ago that will help me engage with these dragons and end this chaos before there is more bloodshed.
Yeah, but there's stories about like a rope or a cord or something, the magic that's with this place. That's what Jericho remembered, right? Yeah.
Well, then, should we assume that she was not successful in obtaining it and perhaps go look for it ourselves? Or should we follow the direction towards the dragons?
I'd say it'd be worth the day to go look if she's been taken months, because he said she got taken months ago.
So perhaps
I don't think one
day.
more day is gonna tip those scales, but it might make a big difference if we find what she was looking for.
It's what Callian wrote.
I don't know what she wants. She doesn't. She's just, yeah.
I do think she would be a little disappointed if we didn't find the artifact before going to find her.
So be it.
Well, I spotted the ruins over there in those trees. It's a little hidden, but I think you can see the corner of it sticking out right over there.
Zaldor lifts the wake and flies in that general direction.
All right, you do so. You get closer, stop just outside of a few trees, land, anchor the vessel, get off, and make your way to this ruined tower. It has got moss just deeply encrusted on it, with probably some wooden ramp structures that have fallen away, and essentially is a squat tower with a, say, 30-foot wide by 20-foot tall cut opening in one side that goes in, and then you see goes up one floor and then descends down as you approach the darkness. You're also being watched from about half a mile away by an old guy.
I've seen this before. We're going to have to solve a series of jumping puzzles to get up onto the second floor. I'm sure there's a chest up there somewhere.
I'm just hoping that there's something that drops gold coins, maybe mushrooms.
We should probably investigate the single floor up before heading down would be my suggestion.
Start at the top and work our way down.
Aye.
All right.
Is there an easy way to get up? Is there a staircase that leads up? Okay.
Oh, sorry. That works too.
We could try walking first.
I
all
like
right.
being chauffeured everywhere.
Galen heads up.
Okay.
I'll be with Caleb.
Yep. Ansgar will be third.
Where does the new person, the Archer Sabine, go within the group?
Archer Supreme.
With yes, tomatoes and sour cream.
I think initially Sabine would kind of scan the area, see if there's anything of note in the trees, and then kind of follow up at the very last.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means that Zaldor is safely in the middle again.
All right. The group makes their way up.
Nah.
I want to say first, but
Is that what this meant?
That's 6-7.
no, this was, hey, let's take the wake, avoid the stairs, and just land on the thing. But
You climb into the tower. It smells damp and mossy. You can hear there's spiral stairs that go up. There are walls on this ground floor that have just collapsed down in the internal walls, not the external walls. So you can see little remnants of rooms, but what was in there is long gone. This place is quite old. There are stairs that go down. I keep doing spiral, but it's squarish spiral stairs that go down, if you will. You can hear dripping of water. And Sabine, you said you were keeping an eye as just before you headed in. You may make a perception roll with a 31 target number, please.
29.
Okay, nothing to worry about.
You don't see the dragon flying around us.
Making your way
nothing
up.
here,
Who
nothing.
was first? It was Jericho.
Jericho second.
Second. Galen was
first.
first. Galen, you walk up these stairs. There was wooden railings that aren't there anymore, so you're being careful not to slip off. You go up to a raised second floor. There's a couple small windows that look out over just trees that have grown up and block the way. The room, again, is pretty much empty, but you do see there is a one wall that is completely devoid of windows, and there is carvings of some sort of diagram that is on that wall. You may make a crafting roll.
Oh, can I actually? I can make rolls in skills in which I'm untrained. Yes.
You're untrained improvisation?
I do.
All right.
I actually have an 18 in this, so 31.
31. You see it as a complex description of some sort of mechanism, but you can't get more than that.
Yeah. Come over here and take a look at this. I can't quite make it out. There's some works here. Gear works, stone works, metal works. I don't know, but this is telling us that there's something around here.
Zaldor takes a look. Please tell me it's an old Byzrin.
It is not.
Son of a bitch.
But you may, you have crafting.
I do have crafting.
You can make a crafting roll.
I will make a crafting roll. That is a 27. Yeah, 27.
Certainly get no additional information.
Is there writing or just like a
symbol, like an
symbology?
electrical diagram type vibe?
I have engineering lore. Could I make that attempt?
You can. Yes, you certainly can. You may add +3 to that.
Nice.
I can't
80?
even do the math that I.
5.
103.
Is there a 6 involved?
41.
41. You are able to see
that's
that there
crazy.
is a series of water-related connecting channels that are described on here, and based off of what you're seeing on the symbols, they are beneath you. And there's several mechanisms for water that await you down below, and that seems to be very complicated and an integral part of this location.
Various uses for water, but not in this location down below us. But these are all manner of channels for water use, utilizing for levers and so forth.
No, I don't think that's what it is at all.
What do you think it is, Jericho?
Wait, I have a +3 in crafting. Looks like a way to move grain through barns.
You believe, Vessel, that the first part of the mechanism is the most critical to allow the rest of the mechanism to function.
And that I also convey in my brief outline. I have to disagree with the grain synopsis. But
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, if it's true that it uses water, then the first mechanism might actually activate it, perhaps pulling water in, opening a valve, as it were.
more than likely with what is here. But it is below us nonetheless, nothing engaging on this level.
Are there any levers that we see, or is it just the inscription writing?
The inscription diagram.
All right.
Vessel, do you feel like you know this diagram well enough that you can direct us once below on how to operate the mechanism?
You touch his belly button and left ear at the same time to make a picture.
I can zoom in too. I have recall knowledge available to me at any time.
Wonderful. Onward.
And downward.
Push, push, push. Push, 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 push.
Downward you head.
Galen reluctantly heads down the stairs into the
First, watch
basement
out, first.
where there's water.
You head down below the stairs, getting lower and lower. As you do, you can hear water. It is almost like a crash of a wave, a rush of shh, like a huge wave entering a cavern at a beach or something like that. As you start getting lower and lower, you can feel the moisture in the air as you continue to get lower. There's also getting darker, and I know I always ask this: who is on light duty? How do we handle lights?
Oh yeah, because a couple of us can't see in the dark. Is it me?
Gross.
It's not just me, right?
Perhaps Lord Ansgar, you should take the lead here.
I can see well.
I can hold a torch up behind Ansgar for those who come
Not
behind.
too close, please.
Just right over your head, because
Yep.
he's way taller than you. I got you.
I don't like your attitude.
The tower square section that goes down stops and comes to an end, and then there's a big arch. As you walk through that arch, you enter into a thunderous chamber. You see this huge chamber has an opening, a long wide opening on one side, and every 10 to 30 seconds, a huge gush of water comes from some unknown source, pours into the room, goes across this large chamber, smashes into the other side where there's some mechanical stuff, and then there's an overspill, and then it spills out another side. And then as you sit there and you look at it, another rush comes in, splashes down, flows across, smashes into mechanical stuff, overspills into another side. What you see is on where it's hitting is a massive iron gate that stands about half submerged in churning water that does not overspill. And it's bent slightly and twisted, and you can see there are some rusted chains that hang from the ceiling that are slaying slightly in a mist that's created when the water splashes down in. There is also a large water wheel that is turning slowly to one side, but its paddles are grinding with uneven rhythm, is what you see. And there is a lever on a raised platform that you think had some sort of metal pathway to, but there is no metal pathway anymore. It's just a metal small platform, maybe 5 by 5, that's tucked away in the corner, that's also getting hit by all of this water from time to time, that has a lever upon it. And then another gush, room thunders in and smashes in, goes across the room, hits that chamber, moves all those chains, splashes up onto that pedestal, and then goes over some sort of fill area.
So it looks like the lever is broken from what its intended purpose was at one point. It's detached.
The lever is still there, not detached.
Oh, I thought you said it was like should have been connected to something. But
The
isn't.
platform it's on used to have a metal walkway, but there is no metal walkway anymore.
How far away is it?
Up on the wall up in the air.
Yeah, so if you're say at a T intersection into this longer part of the T, it is in the far left corner, and the water comes in from your right, splashes into the left. Oh, and I will add this to the thing. There is a another arch that goes down that you believe, vessel, will continue your journey down to wherever you don't know. But this is also part of the machinery that you think can affect the whole complex.
So based off your observations, vessel, if we pull that lever, will that stop the flow of that water to the area that we need to access from here to go further?
Or perhaps make it more consistent.
Would I have leaning one way or the other?
You can make another engineering roll.
Okay.
+3.
No,
Right, please?
+3.
Dang it, I don't get to call things like that.
Good try, though.
If I instead get my mouth shut, it would have been fun.
28.
Nope, you don't know.
How far away is the lever from us?
But I do know this is more important to mechanism than the others.
40 feet up and maybe 50 feet away.
Okay. So too far for a telekinetic hand.
Mage hand?
Just as a side note, while everybody is trying to figure this out, this isn't really Galen's bag, but Galen will be knowing that we're in a land of restless undead. He will be using his undead lore to look for signs of them as we progress on our journey.
Okay.
How difficult does that lever look to move?
Hard to tell. It looks rusty.
Say like with a well-placed bow shot?
Hard to say. The angle is right.
Yeah, if Sabine takes a look, because she can get a read on how hard it would be to make that shot and knock it into the other position.
Moderate is the difficulty.
Okay. She would then draw her bow, knock an arrow, and go to fire to try and knock the lever into the opposite.
Okay.
It was just a thought
I have an
exercise.
You gave me the idea. It's worth a shot.
You're going to need 2 different rolls here. You line up a shot to hit, and then you must hit with enough force. You have a compound bow with propulsive, so you will get some bonuses. You need to hit first. It is a 29 to hit.
29 plus 16, that's
45?
Yeah, 45.
Critical success. Okay, you hit with enough force. Make a... You can do... I don't know. I would say athletics. Do you have athletics?
Yeah.
Make athletics and add... You got to do the math. Do +4 with athletics. You hit it dead where you need to, but is the strength enough as you pull back hard?
17 plus 28.
Jesus,
45.
45.
Wow. So Sabine, the elven archer, you see when she pulls back, maybe the robe uncovers a very muscular arm, and she fires the shot, and it hits the lever and swings it to the other side. There's a loud crank, and you hear a big metal ka-chunk sound come from the gate area. It seems to be unlocked, and you, Vessel, may make another... engineering roll.
It's good to see you are handy with that bow.
Gotta be able to make your shots.
35.
With a 35, it just needs to somehow be opened now to allow the flow of water.
What does?
The gate.
The big gate.
It's bent and twisted a little bit.
How about another bow shot?
That's your solution to everything. We need a better deal at the market stall.
And when we look at that gate, there was the gate, and then there was like pulley chains.
There's
nearby.
chains hanging from the ceiling. They disappear into slots in the ceiling.
There's a way to determine or guess at what caused the dent.
You cannot tell.
So, are you
I think
guessing?
that's important.
Hey, Mr. Vessel, are you guessing we need to pull the chains or lift the gate? If you had to guess from your smarts.
If I had to say, it would be pull the chains.
All right. Jericho will haul on those chains
Okay.
with telekinetic haul.
With telekinetic haul. What the hell is telekinetic haul?
I have a range of 120 feet. One unattended object of a bulk with up to 80 bulk.
80?
Whoa.
No, you're
Better
fine.
than your little hand.
No, my 3 is good. I'm proud of it.
Your little
Now it
telekinetic
says with no
hand.
dimension longer than 20 feet. Can I just grab onto one link of a chain?
You see Zaldor's
You can
wispy,
grab onto the
wispy
chain.
hand
yes.
also.
And then I move it 20 feet, but I can sustain this for 1 minute. So I just keep 20 feet, 20 feet, 20
Okay.
feet the chain.
You can do so. You pull down on the chain, and the door, the big iron door, even though bent, now that's unlocked, opens up a bit, and more the water as it rushes in with a thunderous hit is able to go out, but still a whole bunch spills over. You're going to need additional chains.
Are there other chains?
There are 3 chains.
Oh.
Zaldor will attempt
Isn't that a rapper?
the second chain
chains.
with his telekinetic hand.
Telekinetic hand.
It's leveled up to a level 7, y'all.
So it goes.
Aren't you dear?
I've got 2 bulk. Sorry.
Hey, Lord Ansgar, How would Shalara feel about flying up there and pulling on one of those?
She can accomplish that task, I believe.
Would you like to describe your successful chain pulling?
Absolutely. With a flourish,
Sorry, I doubt
I don't even look. I stare
he's pulling
right
your
at
chain.
Sabine the whole time. I am a wizard. And I reach out with the mage hand and I grab it and I... Oh, yeah. That's like the old days. And I pull the mage hand.
There's only a small puddle of urine under the
It's worth it. Yeah, it's the strength coming out. As I pull the
Hernia coming in.
No pain, no gain.
The door opens up another section. More water when it hits rushes in, but there's still one more chain remaining.
Somebody do something! I feel like 24 seconds.
So Lord Ansgar places a hand on Shalara's head, and her wings seem to grow and increase in strength, and she flaps, takes off, and grabs the chain, and will pull it down as she gains flight through Eidolon Evolution, I believe it's called.
All right. She flies up, flies into the chain, is able to grab onto it, pull it, and let go all in one motion. And then the big door finally swings all the way open. And then another big torrent of water comes rushing in and goes fully through. None of it spills over. It goes fully through into the next area. You hear it drop, and then you hear another deep ka-chung, chung, chung down below, and then you hear the cranking of machinery start up down below. And the water now flows. It still comes in waves, but it flows smoothly into the channel and then down through the door.
Well done, everyone.
Teamwork indeed.
Looks like it's functioning how it's intended to. Vessel, do you agree?
From what I saw, this appears to be how the mechanism is supposed to operate.
Then onward.
So how do we get down there?
There's a door on the other side of
There's
it.
a door.
Oh, okay.
There was an archway you could have just taken.
The whole time without doing any of this?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Cool.
Hopefully turning it on was the right thing to do.
They awoke the dragon.
Got to show off the natural bow, so that worked out really nicely.
You head down this hall and go down zipping stairs, just tight. You go down to a more vertical chamber, still large. It's maybe 80 feet tall, and above you in this chamber is the opening where that big metal door is opened up, and water comes down in, falls maybe 40, 50 feet, splashes into a big carved channels that are suspended above the ground that spill over into different ledges. There's a whole bunch of interlocking gears that are mounted into the sides, old and rusted, but a bunch of them move around and spin freely and smoothly. Others, though, grind or skip or sit motionless, and you're not sure what is not quite functioning with them. You can see there is only one way out through this area, and it is sealed shut with a stone. There's an archway with a stone door that is totally blocking it, and there are several different mechanical channels that are 20 feet above the ground that have water that are spilling into them that rush across and hit some strange openings on the other side, again 20 feet up. And there are several levers that are on the side as well on the ground.
Seeing the makeup of this gearing and whatnot, can a race or culture be divined as to who created this?
You are not sure.
Was the dwarves?
You are
Every
not
time.
sure. Dirty dwarves. Another big splash of water comes down in and fills some of the channels. And again, some of the gears are spinning and others are not spinning correctly.
Well, Mr. Vessel, did the thing you looked at upstairs help you figure out what you were supposed to do with all this?
How much of my lore is transitioning to this part now?
You may make another engineering roll +2.
Right. +2. Natural 20.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's 22.
+2. That's a natural
+2.
22.
22.
This section here is supposed to move smoothly, and it's a safety mechanism to not allow anyone else further in unless this area is flowing smoothly. And there are 3 channels that need to have the right amount of water flow into them at each section. You see there are 3 holes on the far side with channels that are that connect. The water splashes in like a 30-foot channel of metal that then connects to this hole, this exit hole. Each of the holes has a faded red paint circle around the opening, with the top one having the widest red painted circle on it, a medium one in the middle, and then the narrowest circle on the bottom. And the goal is to get the right amount of water into each one so that the rest of the whole system functions again safely before anyone continues down below. Was the original intent.
Okay.
Everyone else write all that down?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I got it.
100%.
Can any of that be met in this situation?
That's for you to figure out.
We got those levers to pull.
Oh.
Are there any markings on the levers or
There
on
are-
the wall around the levers?
There's no markings on the levers or on the walls. No markings. May have been worn off.
How many levers are there?
3. Let's double check. That one. 3.
You sound unsure.
Vessel, do you want to sort this?
I'll give it a shot. Vessel will go and attempt on the levers to see if they will respond.
All right. One diverts the water flow away into only one of the 3 sections. So you have control over which of those 3 sections receives the water at any time from the singular channel. The other one is changing something mechanical within the channel. You can hear some grinding sound, but you can't see it because it's above you.
Okay. And the third?
The third is creating a squeaky sound also from there, from above, and it seems to have a delay. You'll pull the lever, nothing will happen, then you'll hear a squeak. And then after a while, you hear the squeak again.
Interesting.
Is there any way up to where all of this is happening, or is it just like a flat wall? There's no purchase.
What this is it is mechanical stuff that is rising up out of the ground, so on different stilts, and he's able to control whether that stilted metal channel goes up or down to hit the 3 different openings. And then as another wave comes in, crashes, hits different things, spills out, but the main goal seems to be hitting this channel and then splashing a mist all over all of you. You're all getting wet heads.
The mechanical lever, the second one. When that one is activated, it moves up and down. Did we get to see that, or that's something we don't see? The mechanical lever.
The first one changes which of the 3 holes on the far wall you are affecting. The second one is creating some sort of metal grinding sound that you can't see what the purpose is. And the third one's creating a squeaky sound above. You can't see the purpose.
So Galeth had asked if there was any way to get up, to like clamber up.
You can try clambering.
All right.
May I give old Jericho a boost?
Sure.
Clamber?
Go try to clamber up.
Okay. Make an athletics 20.
Okay.
Can I assist him in any way in this climb?
It was a 25.
Ooh.
Oh, it changed?
No, it's 20, 25 without the help.
I rolled exactly a 20.
Okay.
You got this, Jericho!
Yeah.
Hold on!
5 on the die, and I have a plus 15.
You pull it off. You are able. It is slippery as all heck. You are able to get up onto the top and are now there, and then hold on like crazy as a big thing of water hits behind you. The whole contraption rocks, and water comes rushing between your legs, and then smashes into the wall on the far side.
All right, I'm going to try to it as those, particularly those 2 second and third levers are done. I can pay attention and see if I can hear or see anything else from this perspective.
Okay. You can see 2 things. You can see that every time the second lever is pulled, that the channel has artificial metal sections that narrow it and increase the pressure of the water. And then when the third one is pressed, it brings up a gate that blocks further water, and then after a bit stops the gate, opens the gate.
Pass that on to everybody.
And sorry, that was one thing. The other thing you notice is that this thing is getting more and more unstable.
Oh, I'll hop down.
Okay.
I don't want to make it.
Galen catches you, Kevin Costner bodyguard style.
Oh, I was hoping. I was hoping Andre the Giant, Princess Bride style. I'd fall slower.
So, using the first level, bring it to the first position of the white circle.
They are, well, you're already in trouble.
You mean wide or white?
They're
White.
They're red
They're all
circles.
Red. They're all
Oh,
red.
they're all red?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought one was less red than the others.
One is bigger, one's mediumer, and one's smaller.
Yep.
They're Goldilocks.
Oh, okay. Well, any time you feel like jumping in, guys.
Well, we just wait for Jeremy to solve all these. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
If you'd
I
stop
have
talking.
thoughts, but if you want to go, please.
No, I like your thoughts. What do you got?
I don't. Okay. So, Ansgar, believing for Thriss's dwarven engineering that he may understand, puts it in the first position at the top with the biggest hole. And I assume the middle lever has basically 3 different stop points, and whatever one is allowing the most amount of water through, he's going to leave it in that position, and then hit the third lever one pull.
Okay.
And then once that completes, he's going to move it to the second, and then do 2, and then 1 pull, and then go to the third, and then go down to the third position, and 1 more pull.
Lord Ansgar is just doing crazy, awesome lever maneuverings. This mechanical thing is moving down. You hear grinding, you hear squeaking, water's hitting in, water's pouring all over. Ansgar, though, seems to grin with each ka-chunking sound he hears behind that wall. He hears one, he hears a second one, he hears a third with his third uses of these levers, and then the door slowly rises up as you have met the safety parameters of this water.
I solved the fucking puzzle, y'all! 6 years, 6 seasons, I get a puzzle. Woo!
That's fantastic.
First try, too.
Derek, I have a hero point to be given out. Who's going to get that?
Chris.
No!
Chris,
You could have done the funniest thing ever.
Chris, you get a hero point.
I mean,
Puzzle and a hero
I
point.
mean, I clambered.
This is a late night. Hero point 2. Take
2
it
in a row.
Well done, Lord Ansgar.
It seemed the natural thing to do, based on.
You don't think like a dwarf. That was me doing you. What'd you think?
I didn't Don't do it again.
I have a long beard. That's good. I like this.
No.
Please be quiet.
That's it.
You lean more to the fact that this could be a dwarven contraption, then.
Not necessarily, but it is often dwarven ingenuity that gives inspiration to the others.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Cultural appropriation is what you're saying.
That's what you said. We're not taking your words. Your words.
Not mine.
The human words.
We'll venture into the next room past
Okay.
the door.
You do so. You are in this next room.
I'm just saying dwarves are superior. That's all.
This is how you get a whole land of racist humans.
Yeah, apparently he's unlocked racism.
New general feat.
You are in this next room. It is a small chamber that is maybe 40 by 40. That is metal and quite dry. This metal has not rusted. It has 2 levers next to it. One that goes up and down, another one that goes left or side to side, we'll say, side to side. And it is just this chamber. You see no other ways out. You do see a couple small little vent-looking things that Jericho might be able to fit into if necessary.
Or plug them.
Can you describe the paddle situation again?
Levers that go up, one that goes up, down, one that goes left, right.
And that's all that we see in this room is these
Yes.
levers? Well, Vessel, you've
Is there a slot
led
for
us
a
here
quarter?
so far.
How big is the room?
50 by 50.
Okay, big room.
It's got a maybe 50 by 50 with a 50-foot ceiling.
Okay.
And there are dull, glowing magical light sources.
How would I be able to divine its intended purpose, these controls?
You may make another engineering roll. You may add +2 to this one. No, we'll keep your +3.
+3, all right. Oh. That's 6 on 21.
21?
Or I think. I don't know. Have to look. Oh, 26. Sorry.
You have no idea.
No idea. We've
Gonna
gone
erase
too
Vessel
deep.
knows.
This engineering is beyond me.
So, other than the passageway we came in, no other egress.
Other than the
little ports.
Little ports.
How many of those are there?
There are 2, 3.
The last time we were in a room that was somewhat like this, it was significantly smaller in New Zexa, but it did move us up or down. Like some sort of a lift.
But there's left and right.
Maybe it's a special lift.
Vessel agrees and grabs hold of the up and down lever, and down is the...
All right, you pull it down, it doesn't move.
Ah!
That was
Sorry.
That was a little unnecessary.
I was unsure.
Vessel tries the left position for the left right.
To the left position, it does not move.
While pointing down, while the lever is still down, or
Oh,
just
you want
by
me to
itself?
use both levers at the same time?
Don't threaten me with a good
Same
time,
time.
Vessel.
We'll do with both positions, down and left.
Should I give you these two so you can...
Yeah, cool. I'm good. I'm good.
Got visual aids here.
No change. You do feel a little ratchety movement of the floor, but that's it. It stops after a while.
Galen checks the is just gonna go and see if there's any like air movement through these holes in the floor, the vents. Is there anything coming through there?
Arsenic.
You hear a splashing sound and a raspy creaturey noise from far away echoing through that.
Y'all, I don't think we're alone down here. Would I recognize the sound that I just heard?
Recognize it is possible. Make an occultism or arcana roll.
Possibly an esoteric lore roll?
You can do a -2 on that one.
Ooh. So what were the other options?
Occultism
Arcana.
or arcana.
You can do
We'll
this.
just take occultism. Let's do that. Natural 20.
Yikes.
Got a number
So
of
worried
those
about
today.
it.
You recognize 2 different types of water elementals that are some distance, you believe, above, and you recognize one as a largest thing that you've heard tales of that wants to envelop any aggressors entering its area and drown them, and others that are able to cast spells. They're infused with magic to protect their area.
Well, I've got bad news and worse news. There's a security feature here. I think it's water elementals, and pretty powerful ones at that.
That would make sense.
And some of them are above us.
Oh dear.
So up should not be an option.
All right, let's figure out them levers.
There might be some below us too. I'm not entirely sure.
Well,
Vessel tries right position only. Right
Position only. There is a grinding sound, and the ceiling 50 feet above starts to grind stone and open up and create an opening above. A lot of water starts to pour in from the sides.
Close it, Vessel, close it!
Left position then.
You move it, it stops and starts to close, and water continues to pour in, but by the time it finally closes, you notice the water stops and then it closes. A good 4 feet of opening with no water coming through, and then it closes.
Nice. Well, so right is not an option either.
Well,
Well,
unless
we
you
have
let
to
all the
go
water out.
someplace. So I'm assuming then this is a lift. Going up and opening is the only way from this spot. Down has no function. Right opens the grate above us. Up is available. That is the only way.
All
So
right,
we can prepare ourselves
I'm super
or
ready.
go back the other way we came.
Now, forward.
So, what I know about these water elementals is that they will try to drown you.
Well, whatever. Let's go.
So, just keep that in mind.
Ansgar casts upon himself in that lull the spell.
You mentioned this spell earlier today.
I did. It is the spell Deep Breath, heightened to 8th level. It's a cantrip. At 8th level, basically, you take an incredibly deep breath and can hold it for the spell's duration. You don't lose breath when hit, but you do lose all the air you inhaled if you speak, including to cast a spell. The spell does not create air if you don't have air to breathe when you cast it as a benefit. However, it is heightened up to 4th. Duration increases to 8 hours, and you only lose 10 minutes of breath if you speak.
That's literally if you speak.
Yeah, but only 10 minutes at a time for 8
You're
hours.
speaking.
Each consonant, each syllable,
That dispel.
you're speaking through fingers.
I will unfortunately one up you, but you can opt to take your spell back if you wish.
It's a cantrip. but
I will cast my version, which is a 4th level water breathing on 5 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I'll accept both.
Does that mean I
I
don't
will hold my
breathe?
breath and breathe water. I will hold water.
So I don't breathe water. They all have water breathing. It lasts 24 hours.
Whoa!
Wow.
Damn.
That's why you bring up.
I just picture, though, Ansgar's just dwarven enough. Just go,
I'm just holding my breath.
We're allowed to talk. There's no like impact to how
There's
we.
no impact
Wow.
as far as I know. I'll take a look at the
Ansgar's not
text.
saying
Do we have to be in water? Are we drowning in air right now?
You're
Valdor starts flapping on the ground.
hurry, flip the. Yeah, I'll check real quick. I'm almost there.
so then we're going to open up the top door, open up the ceiling,
Sounds like it.
That is the idea.
and then lift up.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
It says targets can breathe underwater. That's it.
Okay.
One
Not
more
must.
ability.
Galen will position himself in the center of the room. I assume that's where the levers are. Is that right?
No, the levers are on the side.
Okay. Galen positions himself in the center of the room.
Zelda prepares chain lightning.
All right.
I'm gonna fry this whole floor.
Then you would do what?
Yeah, the trick is open for the creature or get the lift up and open for the creature.
Yeah. So I would say let's open the lift first. So we'll hit the lever to the right, which is what created the door, and then lift up on the.
I believe the creature is already hovering over the opening. So when we open it, it
That's
will
fine.
drop in.
Let's
Just
let's
putting
go.
that.
That'll make it easier then.
All right. Right
Galen does
first.
not stand in the center of the room.
Right first is the movement, followed by up.
Okay.
Right first, then up.
You do right first. The ceiling grinds open. Water splashes in, but it's a lot less than before, just trickling down. You guys are all just soaking wet already at this point. You then do the up lever, and there is a grinding jolt, and it ratchets the floor up, 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 up. You lose the levers. The floor is slotted, so the levers disappear as you go up. It rises up, and I am just certainly glad you did it in the right order, by the way. Because not only is the order important, but the levers are gone. It goes up and up and up and up. You are raised into a tall, brightly lit chamber with huge pillars and water and strange elemental creatures that all turn on you and engage, including the one that is right in your face trying to engulf you all. And we will stop there for tonight.
Whoa!
Thank you so much for joining us in our adventure tonight. Thank you to Alan, Christopher, Lauren, Chris, Jeremy, Derek, our technician. Also, thanks to Jocelyn, Casey Cat, who's here as our guest today. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.